This episode,
we talk Stranger Things Season 5, Vince Gilligan's Apple TV series Pluribus, and Hulu's epic series Shōgun. To be fair, we actually didn't talk much about Pluribus.
yeah, I mean a little bit. We talked about it a little bit.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I talked about like hacks and other things. Anyways, doesn't matter. Continue.
Yeah, I guess we could have put Hacks. Sorry. Anyway, Hacks. HBO's Hacks. Okay. We discussed the box office success for Disney's Zootopia, or Zootropolis 2.
Whoa, and we take a look at the upcoming video game adaptations for Far Cry and The Legend of Zelda.
With new episodes airing every 2 weeks on Tuesdays, this is Split Focus, a film and TV podcast. I'm Simon Eady.
And I'm Adrian Pinter.
Welcome to episode 124.
Do I have a story? I mean, I'm getting married this week.
That's exciting. I know, it's crazy.
Saturday, man. It's less than a week away, dude. It's crazy. It's really weird. I'm excited though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just a ceremony and stuff. I mean, me and my fiance, we own a house together. We've been living together for almost a year now. Life's good, so it's nothing too crazy, but it is still just like, I'm gonna have to wear a ring all the time. I'm not used to wearing like jewelry. So it's going to kind of weird me out a bit. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But then I'll be a husband.
Didn't you have an Apple Watch for a while? You did, right?
Yeah, but that's a wrist. I don't put a ring on my wrist, Simon. I just wear it on my wrist like a watch would.
You said jewelry. That's your own bad, not mine.
Yeah, fair enough. Touche. You know what? I'll let you have that one. Buddy.
I'm on top of things. I've been, working this morning. I'm, took my car into the shop.
How'd you find your way there?
I'm on top of it.
That's good, man.
Just cut to 5 minutes from now, where I say I have brain farts or whatever I said last week.
Brain farts. Yeah. That was embarrassing.
So embarrassing. Okay.
It was very embarrassing of you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. So it's pretty exciting. Again, finalizing the last couple things. We're pretty much good. Family is good. My grandma's here. My uncle's here from Serbia.
In your house?
Not in my house. My parents' house.
Just in town.
But I picked them up from the airport.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they flew down for it. But yeah, man. I mean, it's busy, dude. There's a lot of shit to finalize. And then we're doing like a rehearsal dinner on the Friday.
Yeah.
I'm only working today and tomorrow.
Oh.
And then I'm off the rest of the week, and then I'm off next Monday, and then back at it. But
yeah, you're working today.
Yep, I am working technically right now, but hey, man,
we're recording this at 5 p.m. on Monday.
Yeah, yeah,
that's right. That's the time we're recording this.
Exactly, dude.
This is a late record. We usually record way in advance of the episode releases. Obviously, really release episodes every Tuesday, or not every Tuesday. Sorry, that was a terrible mishap in my speech.
Every second Tuesdays.
Every second Tuesday. Every 2 weeks on Tuesdays. But yeah, we're doing this so close to the launch. It's the first time we've done that in the new
run.
24 episodes. New run.
Yeah, I wanted to be respectful of your time and try to do it as early as possible. That's why I did it right at 5 p.m. as soon as I got off work.
I know. You're so respectful. I really appreciate you, man. You're such a good guy.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. I try.
Yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, are you nervous? Are you a little nervous? Are you got a little bit jitters about this situation? Everything's gonna go right, perhaps? Like oh no, what if something goes wrong? What if a bird flies in through the church window when you're saying I do?
That's fine. Then does that mean I marry the bird? It's possible. I don't know how it works in the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
no, man, I'm not nervous.
Both of you marry the bird. You both marry the bird as well.
Oh, it's a throuple.
It's a throuple. That's the only time there's a throuple allowed in the Christian church.
Yeah.
In the Catholic church, yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not nervous, man. I'm excited more than anything. Obviously, like there are plenty of factors that like, you could think like, oh, this might mess up the day, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know, man. Just take it with stride. It's ultimately, it is my wedding day. It is an important day, of course. But ultimately, It is just a day. And like I want it to be a good one.
Yeah.
I want things to go well, but I'm not going to like panic or ruin the day if things go slightly awry. We'll see what happens, dude. We'll see what happens.
That's the most extreme. The last bit you said was like the most extreme reaction. It's over. This wedding is over. Get out of my church. Is that what you're saying? Like,
no. I was just saying, like, if the weather is crappy, so the photos can't be as nice, or I don't know, other miscellaneous things. If the food isn't good, the food's gonna be good. I'm pretty excited about the food. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to be as calm and chill about it, as possible.
Stay positive.
Enjoy it.
It's good.
I got one of my best pal, Peter. He's flying in, coming to the event. So he's coming in on Friday morning.
Nice.
So he's going to be, with us, which is nice. He's not staying the night on the wedding night, but he's staying the night before. So it's kind of nice because it's like on the Friday night, obviously do the rehearsal, have dinner, and then me and him are just coming back to my house, and then we're just gonna hang out like when we were younger and just play video games for the night, and go to bed. And then the next morning, I think I'm gonna go to Denny's or something like that while my fiance and the gang is getting ready over here. Do a couple minor things, pick up some like bread products like kifli, pogaccia. You've had it at my house before, like the Hungarian baked goods. So I ordered some from this Hungarian lady that lives in Guelph. So going to pick that up, drop it off at the
She's just making it at her house? She's baking it at home?
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty great. How did you find this person?
She's a Hungarian person. My family knows all the Hungarian people. Hungarians just are connected in Guelph, Ontario, dude.
Right.
So she just knows of her, and then
connections.
Exactly. And so my family has ordered from her multiple times in the past. Cool. So it's really good. I like it, so it's just like, I want at least a little bit at the venue, and everything else is taken care of, man. I got my shoes, I got my suit, I got my tie, I got other miscellaneous products that I need. Things are going to go well. Limo's going to pick me up.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. It's great.
So I'm excited,
Good
man.
to hear.
Yeah, your day's coming up. I don't even think you mentioned your exact wedding day. You just said that it's close to mine. So I don't even know.
It's very close to yours. It's December 14th.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That is super very close to me.
Yeah.
That's like 1 week. And are we going to celebrate our anniversaries together?
Is that what you want?
We could.
Is that
at least 1 year?
Is that what your fiance wants? That's the question.
Probably not. But we could do it at least 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year, yeah. Yeah,
what we could do is I could celebrate I could celebrate my anniversary on the 6th. Then in between mine and your anniversary, we celebrate together. And then on your anniversary, you guys celebrate your anniversary.
That's a lot of celebrating. Why did you decide on December? Did you tell me why?
I don't remember why. We wanted not in the summer. We wanted not in the late spring.
Oh, okay.
Fall was like the ideal choice because I love fall colors. And then winter was kind of a second choice. To be totally honest with you, Simon, when we talked to the church, that was the earliest day.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. So, and we were like, we don't really want to wait until 2026. So, 12/6/2025 goes well. December 6th, 2025, not bad. 6th of December, 2025.
Right.
It's, I don't know. It's a good day, man. I'm excited. Yeah. Why did you decide on your 14th of December? Did you tell me?
Anniversary.
Oh, that's your proper anniversary.
Yeah. It's poetic.
That's cool, man.
Us. Yeah.
That's cool. That's wholesome. Yeah. Our anniversary is not that day.
Okay. I thought it was, and that's why December, because December weddings are kind of rare. They're not very common, I find. I could be.
Yeah. Especially in Canada.
That, but I'm pretty sure spring and... No, I know. No. Winter and... Yeah. For other places. I'm sure in Florida it doesn't matter. But actually it might be preferred in some way in very hot places. But that's why we picked it for that reason. We weren't planning to do anything outside anyway. And so it didn't matter because our wedding's tiny in comparison to yours. So it wasn't really a factor for us. I don't know if it was
I
ever
know.
a factor for you to do anything outside, but at any point
No.
during the process, but not for us. We didn't care about
No,
that.
like I obviously want some photos outside, and I hope like because it snowed, and apparently it's going to stay cold, so I don't think the snow is going to go away. So I'm kind of happy about this level of snow. I don't know if it's going to snow much more this week. Apparently it's snowing tomorrow. We'll see.
It's a lot
I
of
don't
snow,
know.
dude. What the heck is happening?
Yeah.
It wasn't even like before. I mean, it's not snowing today. Today's December 1st. We're recording this, but it snowed more than I can remember in November for the like distant past. I don't
agree.
distinctly remember the last time this happened in November.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
But
it snowed on November 9th.
yeah, I
It's
know
like,
it was
what?
weird. It was really early. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
And
man.
then it just kept snowing consistently since November 9th. It's pretty bizarre. I don't know. But
yeah, I like this level of snow, and I want some like aesthetic shots with the snow in the background. So I'm excited about that, man.
that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. All right. Shall we move into the film and TV talk at this time?
Yeah, we can't. Oh, you actually, before we do that, you want to hear something spooky? I literally,
Sure.
I was logging into my PlayStation app today randomly,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and it's literally said that your account has been locked. I was like, oh no,
What?
like immediate panic. And I quickly did the recovery. It fixed itself in like a matter of like 2 minutes.
But
I
why
like,
was
what
it
the fuck?
locked?
That's what I don't know. It didn't give you a reason. It just says that it did. And I'm like, is it because like PlayStation's doing on the Canada Instagram, like this like ticket thing, and it kept on logging me out. So I had to re-log in. So is it like just because I had to log in like 10 times in a matter of like 30 minutes that it like flagged it? So
Oh, because of the advent calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. That advent calendar thing for PlayStation I don't know. It's not running very well for me.
God, no.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, it's garbage.
But
It's
yeah.
not good.
But it's cool though. That's really great on a consumer perspective. I mean, it's just giving away free
agree.
things. So it's kind of cool there. It's fun. It's fun times. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's move in now, Adrian, to some quick bites of news.
Yum, yum,
The
yum.
first one, well, actually, I guess I'll say my preamble. Let's dive into some quick bites of news, Adrian, a component of our show where we discuss a few film and TV industry news stories that have been somewhat zeitgeisty over the past 2 weeks. The first one, Adrian, is pretty small. It's the Legend of Zelda shots, the production shots that we've been seeing for the Legend of Zelda movie that is Nintendo's Legend of Zelda, produced by Sony, which has begun filming. The set photos have been released. Any thoughts on it? In terms of just any brief thoughts on what you think of what it looks like and whether it seems to be tracking on the right track. You've played many Legends of the Zelda games like Breath of the Wild, etc. I'm assuming you've played others over the years.
Not a crazy amount. Like I played Majora's Mask when I was a kid, like on N64. And then I don't know, I've kind of like popped in here and there into Zelda, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I did play a shit ton of Breath of the Wild. And
Nice.
It seems like that's the route they're going with, like in terms of the outfits,
Aesthetic?
at least aesthetic. Specifically with the actress, what's her name? Bo something? Bo Bragason, who's playing Zelda. Like she has this like blue tunic on. And then the guy that's playing Link. I think the casting honestly looks really good in this.
Yeah,
it works.
That's what strikes me.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And it is also nice that I'm sure these kids are going to make it big, assuming this movie does well, which I'm sure it will financially. But they're kind of lesser known actors. I've never seen either of these two people before, so it's kind of cool to see where they're going to go with this. Obviously, you know, I ain't holding my breath, but Wes Ball, he's the guy that did the most recent Planet of the Apes movie. Which one was that?
Kingdom.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say, which I really liked. So he obviously knows how to do some pretty good work. Obviously knows how to direct movies with a lot of CGI. I know you didn't love that movie. I really liked it. I thought it was great. And, you know, I'm sure this movie is going to be very CGI heavy with all the bokoblins and other things. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm being cautiously optimistic. Again, I'm not a huge Zelda fan, though. Like, I don't know the plot or anything. I did enjoy Breath of the Wild, but I'm not like a diehard fan of honestly any Nintendo franchise. What did you think of this, though, man? What do you like what you're seeing?
I just like the casting. I think the casting nails it. I think the first screenshots kind of, it really captures Legends of Zelda. I feel like if I saw the screenshot, I'm like, I might have, without like a title or a subtitle, I would have been like, oh, is that a Legend of Zelda movie, without knowing that they were making a movie. So I think that they've done a good job so far. It seems cool, but I mean, it's really going to be about the plot, isn't it? that's all that it matters. That's all that it comes down to, for me at least, for any movie. Even if it's Power Glove, gorilla, big gorilla fighting giant monsters. You know what I'm saying?
What's Project called? Power Glove or whatever they said.
Yeah, Project Power Glove, the King Kong movie with Godzilla. That film, I feel like I like it because they nailed the tone and they understand what they're making. And I still like it. I don't love it. It's fine. But I think it's good enough.
It's fun.
Based on they understand what their universe is. It's crazy. For some reason, they've changed the Monarch franchise into something strange, and then they went back to realism in the Monarch Legacy of Monsters show. I don't understand that part. Monarch Legacy of Monsters is way better than most of the movies, except for Kong Skull Island, in my opinion. And Kong Skull Island is the best. Actually, Kong Skull Island on a tone perspective is also interesting because it's very funny, but it's also very serious. Like, it nails exactly the tone they're going for. But Project Power Glove, what is that? That's the Godzilla X Kong, right?
Yeah, Godzilla X Kong, New Empire or some shit like that.
In some way, that plot is the most idiotic, but it works within the tone because they understand what their tone is. It's so crazy. I don't know. I feel like it would have been nice if they just kind of kept the same tone or like try to keep it similar to the Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island. I think I would have liked the overall series more. I would have been more invested personally. But anyway, I got sidetracked. This looks good. And it's interesting that Sony's making it because obviously they make PlayStation.
They do.
And
they do.
Legend of Zelda is not on PlayStation. So
last time I checked.
I just think that's fun. That's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, right? Because all the exclusives are going to PlayStation. Yeah. Not from Nintendo though. Nothing yet. I don't think that's going to happen in our lifetime. No, I don't know. Maybe not in the next 10 years. I feel like that's my prediction. I think it's unlikely.
Definitely not in the next 10 years. Definitely not. I would bet $7,000 on that. Confidently.
Whoa. That's a lot of money. To me?
To you?
Do I get the money?
No.
If it happens? Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. Just in general. I mean, sure. If it happens, then you get $7,000. But if it doesn't happen, then you give me $7,000, Simon.
No, I know it's not happening. That's not the bet.
So why would I give you money?
I'm just a bank. I'll hold on to it for you.
Oh, the Bank of Simon.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
BOS.
Okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on now to an FX situation here. Network FX has officially given a series order for an adaptation of action anthology video game series Far Cry, which will be led by Mythic Quest creator Rob Mack and Fargo showrunner, who just re-upped his contract with FX and Disney, Noah Hawley. What do you think about this? 2 video game stories in a row.
Cool.
Super cool. We knew about this. To be fair, we talked about the Far Cry series before, but it hadn't been greenlit. It is now greenlit. Yeah.
Wonderful. Sorry, I had a brain fart. I'm like, Noah Hawley didn't do 2 video game series in a row. What are you talking about? I was like, oh, wait, stories. Rob Mack did, because he did Mythic Quest and then this. And then I realized it's stories, 2 stories.
Yes. News stories.
I got there.
Quick
News
bites.
stories.
Quick bites of news, Adrian. That's why I gave you the preamble, but you didn't, I guess, link that. I did the preamble just for you and the audience.
Oh my gosh,
You're a busy man. Your wedding's coming up. It's scary. You're scared.
I'm terrified, dude. I'm terrified.
The bird could come through the window and attack you.
The bird
will come through the window. You want to be in a relationship with a bird?
I don't necessarily. No, birds are kind of frightening, man. They got talons. They got beaks, some of them. Not all of them. I think most of them, though. The vast majority of them.
Wait, which bird doesn't have a beak?
I don't know. There's definitely a beakless bird, though, Simon. Let me find this.
You mean like it got its beak knocked off or something like that?
Beakless
I don't think that's
bird.
Is that true?
Are there birds without beaks?
I don't think so.
And even though they all have a beak.
Uh-oh.
What?
That's the one characteristic you couldn't use.
I know. I could have done so many other things, and it's like, no, fuck you. You're wrong.
Yeah.
When I type in beakless bird, the first recommended search result next to it is Star Wars. It's Star
What?
Wars, then Toucan, Canada Goose, Broken Beak, Parrot.
What is
TikTok.
the Star Wars? Is it the weird little guys on that planet with Luke Skywalker?
The Porgs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beakless bird. Aha, the Porgs. That's what it is. That's great.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, any thoughts on
disregard
this?
what I said.
You're not a big Far Cry guy. What do you think
but
about this situation?
I am a big guy, Simon. So what I think about this is this actually seems promising, just because Noah Hawley obviously being attached, and it's
Right.
evident that Rob Mack. It's weird that he changed his name to Rob Mack.
They say it's because he can't. Well, I guess he said that it's because people can't pronounce McElhenney.
Who cares?
Yeah,
It's stupid. That's your name. That was your name.
but
for
people were also
87
calling
years.
him Rob Mack anyway.
Oh,
Like his like insider group, like the people he talks to personally. Apparently,
his name
we're
is
calling him
Mac.
Rob Mack, I believe.
in It's Always Sunny.
Hence
His
that.
name is
Yeah,
really
there you go. That's the connection, I guess.
Crazy. Everything's connected. But no, I think, with these two guys attached, I'm sure this is probably going to be nothing less than good, if not even great. Because it's very evident that Rob Mack likes video games. I don't know how Noah Hawley feels about video games, but he's amazing at adapting existing franchises into something that is in some ways even better than the original.
Yeah.
And I think Far Cry, although again, I'm not a big Far Cry guy, specifically just because I don't care for that gameplay. I think they've had a lot of really cool stories and story ideas. And as you mentioned, this is going to be an anthology. I think there's a lot that you can kind of pick and choose from. Because at the end of the day, all Far Cry is typically, a person is in a unfamiliar territory where shit has gone awry because there's some, bad guy running shit to the ground and there's rebels or whatnot. It's a fairly, I did a bad job kind of explaining that, but you know what I'm kind of trying to say.
It's a survival story. It's
Exactly.
a survival story. Yeah, it's about the human. Like, can a human survive in a situation that's incredibly devastating? Like that, you're just getting destroyed, and you are in a weird territory. You land in like a foreign country that has a dictator who's full of shit, but is basically that. Are you thinking of Far Cry 4 when you said that there's rebel? Oh, I guess there's always rebels most of the time in the Far Cry series, isn't there? Yeah, because even in Far Cry 5, that was the same way. In Far Cry 3,
even in
that
Far
was the
Cry
same
3.
way.
Yeah.
Far Cry 3. I wonder if they're going to cast, what's his name? The dude from Better Call Saul. And the Spider-Man film. What's his name? The dude, you know what I'm talking about?
Nacho.
Yeah, the guy who plays Nacho. Because he's in Far Cry 3 in a pretty prominent role. But yeah, it's about like whether a human can survive, like the willpower to survive in these situations where they're in like a spot where they're kind of like they're basically it's upstream without a paddle, no, downstream without a paddle, where they're completely like in a bad way, but can they survive? And then what will you do to survive is kind of the question that you're asked. Like, will you kill people if you had to? What would happen if you were put in a position where you're completely, you're a moral person, but you're thrown into a position that's not governed by society. You're in a spot where it's like completely a shit show. And that's kind of the question I feel like it asks. I feel like it's a very, it could be anything. I think it could be like, I feel like Far Cry could be set in space. It doesn't really matter what it is, but the idea is like you're putting somebody, a human being, on the brink of their morals. Like what will they do in these like terrible situations? And that's kind of I feel like the main goal. And with Noah Hawley doing it, who's really good at these kinds of adaptations, any kind of adaptations, whether you did like X-Men or Fargo or more recently Alien with Alien Earth. I mean, certainly this show is going to be a far cry from Fargo, but it's yeah. But
that's good, dude. That was a good line there. I understood that. You were like doing like a pun, kind of. I like it. By the way, it's Michael Mando. He's the guy in Far Cry 3 who's also Nacho.
And Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
And Morbius.
Was he in Morbius?
Wasn't it? He was in one of them. Wasn't he in one of the... Wasn't he in... I can't remember which one he was in. He was in one of the movies in the at the end credit scene? Was it Morbius?
No, I think you're thinking of Michael Keaton.
No, Michael
Flying
Keaton.
into
It was with Morbius and Michael Keaton. But wasn't Michael Mando also at the end of? Oh, maybe it was Homecoming again.
Yeah, you're thinking of Homecoming, where he's talking to Michael Keaton's character, and he's like, "You know who Spider-Man is? Who the fuck is he? I'm gonna kill him. I'm Scorpion."
Right. That's it.
But I'm not Scorpion yet. I just have a Scorpion tattoo on my neck.
My thing with this is what I don't want them to do is to do a rehash of any of the games. I want them to do something pretty unique. If you use Michael Mando, you can use him in that character as that concept, but I feel like just don't follow the rest of the plot exactly. Like do something different and set the tone early that you're not just following the plot of the games, because there's no point. The games are an anthology series. This should be an anthology series, which I think it was called that in the press release as well. Yep. So that's exciting. I am excited about this because I think it will be very good because of the showrunners running it. I think anything Noah Hawley's attached to is likely going to be good as a TV series that he's adapting. I think Noah Hawley is a very creative dude. I would hope that one day he makes something on his own though, and that it's shown to be excellent, because that Lucy in the Sky wasn't great. Apparently,
I was just gonna say, yeah.
I'm just kind of feel bad about that, because like he's one attempt, and they're like, no, you suck, and then he went back to what he does really well, and then he just kept doing it really well some more. But it's like, oh, that's kind of unfortunate, because I feel like Lucy in the Sky was just one failure, and I bet you could make something pretty great. Because even like Alien Earth is pretty far from Alien in some aspect. Like that subject matter in some way is not really that alien. It is alien in that some of the tone is there, and like definitely all the technology. He always nails exactly like the set pieces and all that aspect, the look and feel, which is awesome. But he does that's a very unique story in the Alien universe. So it's like, I feel like he could definitely do something unique and make it shine. That's the only thing that makes me kind of sad, is that to be honest, it's all up to him. If he finds that that's where he gets his creative juices, which I imagine he is very passionate about his projects because they're very good. I feel like if they weren't very good, we can maybe judge his passion. But I feel like, yeah, as long as he's a happy camper making the same stuff, the rehashing of various franchises, then I'm happy too. But it would be cool to see if he was interested in making something unique in a different space, that he could do that if it was something he was interested in. But anyway, I rambled for a bit. Do you have anything else you want to say about this?
I think you make a good point about it being different as opposed to a rehash of the game's story, and I think he probably will do something different. Because again, if we look at Fargo, if we look at Alien, if we look at Legion, it's all kind of his own ideas baked into an existing property, and I don't think it follows like a specific story by any means. So I imagine that's going to be the same thing with this Far Cry series, because at the end of the day, there's so much that you can do. Like maybe you can kind of follow a similar setup or premise. Like the first season of Fargo is very familiar to the movie of Fargo. There's a lot of parallels, but it's not the same. I think you could do something like, the Far Cry 3, friends hanging out, they crash land on an island and shit goes awry, while still making something wholly unique and different from the game itself.
For a first season, I think that for a first season outing, it would be good to keep threads that are narratively similar to the games in some way, and then completely diverge in the second season, like with the strange alien references in season 2 of Fargo as an example. I was like, what? And then every season.
To be fair, even in the first season of Fargo, they reference the strange alien stuff briefly. Like it's very, very brief. It's a line of dialogue, but they do reference it. So.
Yeah, but it's not really that important. The rest of the show, but the rest of the like even like season 3 and 4, it's not really. I don't think they mentioned it in 4. I just watched it.
3 they do in some way, not necessarily an alien thing, but there is still like these almost like pseudo supernatural elements kind of going on.
Oh, they're supernatural, but not alien. That's the point I'm making. He changes it every season. They're not really similar. So the alien thing is one season, and then the next season there's other supernatural elements, and then even the first season there's supernatural elements in some aspect, because there's this element of like Lorne Malvo being some strange like thing, not quite sure who he is, like Billy Bob Thornton's character. And then the fourth season there's some interesting stuff too. Yeah, there's lots of cool, like there's like he just plays around with it, but he never like makes it like quite exactly like that. So it's not like, are you sure it's aliens? Is kind of the question they were asking in the second season. You're like, maybe this is a thing. Actually, it's kind of like I feel like Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote, like the video games, they kind of do that a little bit. They're like, is this a supernatural thing, or is it just the character kind of making that up a little bit?
Yeah,
like you're not.
I mean, with Ghost of Yote, it's the first big scene. You like walk out, and then she dies, quote unquote, and then comes back alive, and everyone around is like, "Oh my god, she just died! Like, how'd she get back up?" So, like, yeah, you make a good point because I thought about that too.
It's like, but they never really confirm any of it, though. That's that's the beauty of it. It's kind of like, oh, we're not sure.
Is it just a story, or is it?
Yeah.
Actually what happened. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. The next quick bite news story, Adrian, is about Zootropolis 2. Zootropolis 2 is officially mustered the 4th largest global box office opening for a film in history, with a whopping 556 million opening weekend. With a 556 million opening weekend box office worldwide. Only Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, and Spider-Man No Way Home have had larger opening weekends, Adrian. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's really crazy. I did not see that coming. Did you?
Me neither. No, I really like Zootopia. I just didn't realize it was this popular. That's kind of nuts. The furries. It's the furries. That's my assumption.
There's so many furries then.
There's probably more furries
way more than we anticipated.
Than you'd ever think. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe someone next door is a furry. You never know. So that's my assumption. But yeah, this is bananas, dude. I never would have guessed that this would be, I guess, probably going to be the biggest movie of the year, assuming it's this momentum continues. Because that's
Avengers is coming out. Sorry, not Avengers. Avatar is coming out, though.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
So this is only the opening weekend, right? So where it will end up is the question. Endgame, Infinity War, and No Way Home, biggest opening. Avatar, though, somehow is the top grossing film, and the second one is the second top grossing film, right? Am I wrong about that? Avatar: The Way of Water, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I'm just going to type in top grossing box office here and see what we get. But yeah, were you confused about Zootropolis or no?
I'm very. Why are you saying Zootropolis? Is that like the Australian name for it or some shit?
So there's actually, I think it's in Europe and like a lot of other places, it's Zootropolis. I kind of like the name better, actually. I called it Zootropolis as a joke, but I saw Jason Bateman literally talking to a fan in like the UK, and he said Zootropolis. It's like, oh, this is a Zootropolis. And I'm like, did he get the name of his movie wrong? And I looked it up, and I was like, no, it's called Zootropolis elsewhere. It's like, I feel like you just picked the name that works everywhere. Like, is there an issue with Zootropolis in the United States? Like, just call it Zootropolis. I don't know. That seems weird to me. But anyway, whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, this is a total aside, but we're talking about Avatar, but I'm going to bring up a different Avatar. You know Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
In different parts, I think in the UK specifically, it's called Avatar: The Legend of Aang.
Okay.
Because Bender has like a different meaning in the UK, and it's like almost like a swear word.
Oh.
So they have to change the name when they released it to kids in the UK. So it's called Avatar: The Legend of Aang as opposed to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Interesting. But yeah, again, just pick the one that works everywhere if you can, you know? And those big markets, those are going to, unless it's a small market, don't worry about it. But like if it's obviously, then just change the name in those markets. But yeah, Avatar: The Way of Water is 3 actually. So it's not even. So it's Avatar, Endgame, The Way of Water, Titanic, Niza 2 from this year.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. But it didn't have a big enough opening, I guess, because it still didn't. Unless this is a mistake. Maybe the article I saw didn't consider Niza 2 as the. Because how does Zootropolis? Well, no, it's just opening weekend though. Yeah, it must be correct. That just seems insane to me. I guess it's the Thanksgiving weekend as well. That's probably where a lot of the box office comes from. It's like a weekend where people are off for a lot of days. So
yeah, that's true.
part of it. Oh, in China, apparently. Oh, yeah. It's actually, no, China was the reason why, apparently. In China, it completely bolstered the box office, completely. Because it's a worldwide 56 million. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what this is. It's funny because there was a prediction with Disney, like they're going to hit the $4 billion mark at the box office this year because of this movie, but then they hit it first because of a Predator Badlands. Mm-hmm. And then this came out and it's just like so crazy. Like, I don't think they even anticipated this. I don't think. I don't know. That cast is really interesting too, because the cast is very diverse. There's a lot of big stars in there, and there's also a lot of stars that I haven't seen in a while. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if you looked at the cast for this film, but like the first movie was that way too. But there was a lot of stars in that first Zootopia film that were like there's, I think 2 of them are from Once Upon a Time, which was huge at the time.
Yeah. Jennifer Goodwin and who's the other person? Josh Dallas. Yeah,
who was in like Marvel, like briefly as well.
Oh, I don't know.
He was like,
yeah, looking at the cast. Damn, this is good. So obviously we got Shakira. She's back. Hell yeah. Right. Pretty good, eh?
That was incredible. You should have just asked me to guess who it was before you said it. I would have guessed it because it was very good.
Thanks.
Very good.
Thanks, man.
Much better than your seagull noises.
Don't you dare. We're not going down this path.
Oh, Ke Huy Quan is in it.
Yeah. Macaulay
of course I knew that. That was another interview with Jason Bateman where they were talking about how Ke Huy Quan apparently won for Everything Everywhere All at Once, like over 40 awards or something. Did you know about this?
No.
I gotta look that up.
That's many awards.
Statistic. I was like, what?
That's crazy, dude.
They were talking about that.
Jason Good Bateman for him.
Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, is he going to be in more films? It seems as such. Like, he's doing well. But yeah, this is a pretty stellar cast. Quinta Bronson's in it. We got Idris Elba in this. I guess he was in the first one, wasn't he? Brenda Song, I don't remember being in it. Yeah, good cast, man. Good cast. Danny Trejo. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Ed Sheeran is Ed Sheeran. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. But yeah, I'm definitely curious about this. I do want to watch the Zootopia, the second Zootopia, but I don't know when I'm going to get around to it.
That's fair. Maybe not in theaters, most likely. That's what you're saying.
Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. I still got to watch Inside Out too, man. But I don't know. This is an impressive feat. It's nice to see these big movies making money. Money.
There was a worry because the box office was failing a little bit. Like in the fall, mm-hmm. like people were like panicking. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of articles I was reading because I looked through all the trades articles about like, oh, this person's casted in this and whatever. So the Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, and Variety, and some of them were like panicking. They were like, oh my god, this has been an abysmal time. Which crazy is, you remember there was that article we talked about before but the thing that happened where they moved, not Mortal Kombat. Well, no, it was Mortal Kombat.
It was Mortal Kombat.
Next year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they moved it to next year, and then right after that, Street Fighter said they're going to go. Is the Street Fighter movie going to literally go in the fall of next year?
Yeah.
But they moved Mortal Kombat to the spring of next year because they were worried about the fall. And the fall ended up being terrible. So it actually worked out for them, I think. Mm-hmm.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm just looking at this.
Oh. You like stopped
Ke
moving?
Huy Quan thinks it's 70 awards that he won. He won 74 awards.
That's crazy.
For Everything Everywhere All at Once. How is that possible? Sorry, I was watching the interview. Just like on the background in TikTok here. Anyway, I don't have TikTok. I was just using...
On the Ting Tongs?
Ting Tongs. Anyway, isn't that crazy?
That's
a lot of awards.
Impressive.
Honestly, he was amazing in that, though. I love this guy. He's great. And honestly, when I see him in an interview, he just seems so joyous. He's just a joyous guy. He's great in Loki, by the way. Loki season 2. I deeply recommend it. I know you haven't seen it. I don't recommend it to you though. I just recommend it to everyone because I got to keep my thing alive.
Yeah,
alive with the recommendations. What did I recommend to you? The one thing I recommended. The
you said Inglourious Bastards, but I feel like you told me it was something else.
No, it is that one. That's the one.
Yeah, beforehand. Sorry, one minute.
Where are you going?
Work call.
Oh, work. Oh, okay. Okay, bye. I'm gonna mark this down. Adrian's playing hooky right now, you see. It's very exciting. I mean, at 5 p.m. He's taking a work call at 5 p.m. Of course, that's what he's doing. Oh, he's actually on the phone. Look at him. Look at him go. You can't see him because I'm on a podcast here. So obviously this is audio only, but he's talking. He's talking. He looks so businesslike. It's a real businessman, this man. Look at him go. Look at him go. Just working.
All right. Sorry about that.
Hello. You're back.
Hey, I am,
You're
yeah.
back.
It's one of my clients. They were calling me.
Oh, wow. You're so professional.
I know.
After 5 p.m., of course.
Yeah, exactly. I still try to, answer phone calls even after hours, like it is now. So
right, of course. I talked about that to the audience while you were gone for a brief moment.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe I could sustain the entire time, but I feel like I'm like, this is really boring now. So I'm going to stop.
Yeah, I went for about 2 minutes there, 2.5 minutes.
Yes, indeed. Well, now, Adrian, It is time for the trailer roundup, I believe. It's time to look at the trailers that have aired this week and which ones stood out to you. I have a couple listed here. One's like Moana, the live-action Moana movie. Sunrise on the Reaping, the new Hunger Games film. The Moment, which I honestly can't remember what it is anymore.
I have no idea what that is.
Moment? I don't remember. And Dead Man's Wire, which is that movie with Bill Skarsgård that looks pretty cool, actually. That one, it looks pretty neat. I'm interested in that one a little bit.
Okay. I definitely watched that one. I definitely watched that one as well. You're also missing one of the big ones as well, Simon, that I don't have here, called How to Make a Killing. Do you watch the How to Make a Killing trailer?
How to Make a Killing. Let's look it up.
So it's an A24 trailer. It stars literally two of my celebrity crushes.
Oh, I did see this.
Glenn Powell and Margaret Qualley.
Yeah. Okay.
It's literally like a movie made for me. I'm stoked. My fiance's stoked. I can't wait. This looks really cool.
Leads?
Yeah,
because you're attracted to the leads. That's it. Attracted. That's a requirement. So you're just gonna be sitting there like with your eyes closed.
I think they're. I like them both as actors, very much so, and I am attracted to both those leads most definitely. But also, it just seems like a cool premise. So it's Glenn Powell playing a sexy man that.
Oh my god, this is getting too much.
A super hot dude. Where he essentially is told by his father that he'll have like the company's inheritance when he passes away. And then I guess his father dies. And instead of going to him, his inheritance goes to, I think, 6 or 7 of these people that are like family members instead of how it should have gone. So
not to him
not to him at all. So he decides to assassinate the 6 family members to get his inheritance. And
Jesus
that's
Christ.
I'm like, that's a fucking cool idea, and it seems really fun.
How would that work, though? There would be like
I don't know.
They would be definitely looking into you.
I think they are.
The money goes to you after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
they
seems
are
like a
looking
terrible
into
plan.
him in the trailer, but it looks really fun. I'm very excited about that movie. And yeah, I did watch the Moana one. It's this one's weird. I don't know. It's kind of unsettling. There's this like uncanny valley level to it.
Oh,
I don't know if you found that. It's just like, again, the CG of everything, because this is an animated movie with live action people. And it just, I don't know, it just seemed a little odd. I don't know how I feel about it. I really liked Moana, like the movie. I never watched Moana, the second Moana, but I like the first Moana. So I don't know. I'm curious about this. I don't know if I'm going to rush out to the theater to see it though.
Interesting.
I don't know how you feel.
The chicken looks weird. Like it looks like it's not a real chicken. Do you find that? That's what threw me off.
He doesn't look fucking retarded enough, dude. It's a retarded chicken in that movie. Like genuinely mentally retarded. And I'm not using it as like a disrespectful term. I guess that is disrespectful.
It's a chicken.
It's mentally disabled.
I've made this argument many times. Chickens aren't smart, dude. That's the smartest chicken I've ever seen in my life. What are you? That's not a retarded chicken. That's a genius chicken. That's an Einstein level chicken. Literally. That chicken is their friend. Chickens aren't smart. Look it up. Chickens are not smart. They're not a pig, okay? Jesus Christ. I made this argument 50 times. You're like, oh, it's a retarded chicken. You're like, no, it isn't. It's a genius chicken. It's a genius chicken.
Okay. Jeez Louise,
it's mentally challenged if it was literally dealing with, if it's like Mickey Mouse's like friend neighbor, you know? If it's Goofy's second cousin, then yes, it's mentally challenged chicken, but it isn't mentally challenged because
but you compare it to the
it's
pig.
on a boat with them. Why is it hanging out with them? It doesn't even make any sense.
Why is the pig so much smarter?
Why are pigs so much smarter?
That pig was incredibly intelligent in comparison to that chicken.
Pigs are literally one of the smartest animals.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a sad thing about eating pigs. They're like, pigs are like smarter than horses. I think.
Why is pork so cheap? Why is it the cheapest? Kind of meat?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's easier to farm.
Beef is so expensive these days. Beef has gone up incredibly in price. I used to be able to go to Costco, buy a couple like big chuck roasts for like $30. And like that's like, you know, I would cut it up and freeze it, you know, maybe make a stew, maybe make some like Italian sort of beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's like $60 now. It's like 100% over the last year. It's like, what? Dude, what? Anyways.
Not sure.
But I do feel bad about eating meat.
In general? Sometimes. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about eating meat. But
well, you made me feel bad. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm vegetarian just before my wedding. Look what you did.
Imagine. It's like the menu is over. We're going to have to call them up. Excuse me, actually. I have to make another call.
Just make it all
the moment
cabbage.
I found out... Sorry?
Just make it all cabbage. Everything's cabbage at this venue.
Everything's cabbage.
It would explode.
What would explode?
Everyone's intestines.
Why? Cabbage is not good?
Cabbage makes you fart.
Oh, I see. But you would just fart. You wouldn't explode.
You would explode. I think someone would eventually
explode.
Explode.
Anus. You mean like
no?
Air would explode.
I think out of the 50 some odd people, at least one of them would explode from eating cabbage. I think that's a pretty high possibility.
That's an incredibly low possibility. I've never heard of any news story in which somebody has exploded because they ate cabbage.
It's because it's a cover up by Big Cabbage, dude. Just get your fucking head out of the gutter.
A cover up by Big Cabbage. That's right. Yeah. That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna. I know what the moment is now. I looked it up briefly. It's the Charlie XCX movie where she's playing herself but not playing herself. You see that?
Yeah. So I looked into this because I was so curious about this. I'm like, this seems cool because it almost looks like a documentary. Apparently, it's a movie, kind of like a mockumentary, like Spice World from back in the day.
Yeah.
So
it's cool because this doesn't happen very much anymore. It's pretty rare.
Yeah, no. And I don't know. I like Charlie XCX's music. I had a brat summer, not this past summer, but the summer prior. I had a brat summer. Did you have a brat summer, Simon?
Sorry, just maybe I don't know what it means then if you're saying it was last summer but not this summer. What is a brat summer if you didn't have it this summer?
So Brat Summer was not this past summer, the summer of 2024 where her album Brat came out and everyone was like, it's a Brat summer.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. So you can't have a Brat Summer unless the album was out that year? Is that the rule?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it means though, is it?
I don't know, man. I didn't Google it.
Okay.
I'm just going off my memory. But this movie does actually look really fun and cool. And again, Rachel Sennett's in it, who I'm a big fan of. I think there's a potential to be a good watch. Yeah,
it's Alexander Skarsgård, who's great. Mm-hmm. I think the whole Skarsgård family, they're just killing it right now.
Yeah.
They're having a moment. They're having the moment right now for the Skarsgårds, you know?
Whoa, dude. This is the second time I've done that. Yeah, this is really good. This is a punny episode, dude. This is really
I love how sarcastic you're being.
I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm
like, wow, this is good. Wow.
Wow, she's really good.
Yeah.
No,
all right.
But yeah. And Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Right. Sunrise on the Reaping. Yeah.
Did you watch Wait, I don't know if I've even watched all of the trilogy, or it ended up being a quadrilogy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I've watched the last Hunger Games movie anyway. You like the Hunger Games movies though, right? Didn't you go see the one with
Ryan?
West Side Story?
Rachel Ziegler.
Ziegler.
Oh. Sure. No, I watched that at home with my fiance.
You did see it though? You saw it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Cool.
It was okay.
You like it?
I didn't like it that much. I felt like it was
a sequel to that?
No. These are just like prequels. So that last one was Tigris guy when he was like very young, and it was one of the earlier Hunger Gameses. This movie, this new one, I think takes place like 30 years later.
Right.
But also like 20 years before the original trailer. I don't know, something like that.
I see.
And this one follows Hamish, which is the guy that is like helping them. He's like, I'm Hamish. I fell in love in my Hunger Games. Now I train you Hunger Gamesers to be the best at Hunger Games. But there is a lot of like characters in it as well. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued. I didn't love, again, this last one. I thought it was, I don't know. It just felt weird, like kind of disjointed. It was like 3 distinct like setups. It almost felt like 3 short stories put together. Which I wasn't necessarily, I don't know. It made the pacing feel a little off. And I think the biggest issue is the, like chemistry between the 2 main actors was non-existent, and it's a love story. So like when you can't buy into the love story aspect, when that's really kind of almost the main focus point, it just didn't click for me. I don't hate it, but I think it's the worst Hunger Games movie. So I don't know. I am curious about this one though. This one seems fun. This one seems like it's going to be a little bit more like, hey, it's the Hunger Games. They're going to freaking kill people. And that's kind of what I want. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Guess we'll see.
We will. At least me. I don't know about you because you didn't even watch this last one.
I don't know about me either. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for your assessment and then watch it, because it is a prequel. So I guess I don't need any prior reading for that course. But anyway, now, Adrian, we're going to move on to the montage, a sequence of our show in which I briefly present at least 7 of the bi-week's smaller news stories as Adrian delivers a brisk verdict. Number 1. According to publication Deadline, Public Enemy star Christian Bale is in talks to star in director Michael Mann's Heat 2 alongside Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's crazy. It's getting hot in here. Am I right?
Wow. Number 2. As Deadline reports, Mrs. Davis actor Betty Gilpin has been cast in Ron Howard's next film, a military drama, with Adam Driver and Anne Hathaway also starring.
Wow. Really good. That was a really good second read there, man. Second read on the second bullet point.
The second read was actually worse than the first read. You just didn't respond, so I started it over again. Don't you dare put your mistakes on me. What do you think about this? You're interested in this, huh?
Bitch.
Ron Howard film? Military drama? Adam Driver? Anne Hathaway? Pretty cool. Okay. Number 3. HBO has renewed its Game of Thrones TV series House of the Dragon and A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms for new seasons. House of the Dragon has been renewed for a season 4 ahead of its season 3 release in summer of 2026, and A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms has been renewed for season 2 ahead of its first season premiere on January 18th, 2026.
That's really awesome that they're renewing them prior to them releasing, which means that they should start filming earlier, so it's not going to be a 2-year gap between seasons and only be a 1-season gap. Am I right, Simon? Is that what's going to happen here? Do you think that's going to happen?
One can dream.
Do you think that's going to be the case?
I don't know.
Do you think that's going to be the case, or are we going to have to wait 2 freaking years? Is that the case, Simon?
You sound kind of angry. I'm not sure. I wish I could let you know. Number 4. HBO has renewed Rachel Sennett's comedy series I Love L.A., the Mark Ruffalo starring cop drama Task, and Tim Robinson's comedy The Chair Company for second seasons.
Nice, dude. I've watched 2 of these 3, and I'm happy about 2 of these 3 things being renewed.
Nice. Good for you. Number 5. As Deadline reports, Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan's new show Pluribus has become Apple TV's most watched TV series debut since the streaming service's inception.
Gasp! That's amazing. I'm glad. That's a really good pilot episode as well.
Indeed. Number 6. As Deadline reports, Jurassic World Rebirth actor Scarlett Johansson has been cast in the next Exorcist film from Studio Blumhouse and Haunting of Hill House director Mike Flanagan.
Wonderful. I'll watch Mike Flanagan doing things with Scarlett Johansson in a movie based on the Exorcist universe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Number 7. Creator Ryan Murphy's Kim Kardashian starring law drama All's Fair has been renewed for a second season by streamer Hulu.
That's crazy. I thought this movie was incredibly poorly rated. Or sorry, show.
It's a TV series. Yeah.
I know. I fixed it. I fixed it before you corrected me.
Yeah. So good.
All's Fair.
It's 6% on Rotten Tomatoes.
3% on Rotten Tomato. It's 3.
3% now?
Yeah, 30 reviews. Audience score 65 though.
Yeah, audiences like it. That's all that matters in the end, right? That's how you sell a show. Number 8. As reported by The Hollywood Reporter, Rush Hour 4 is apparently happening at Paramount after Donald Trump reportedly pressured CEO Larry Ellison to make it happen. Wait, Larry Ellison? It would be David Ellison, technically. I think I got that wrong. Whatever. Pressured CEO David Ellison to make it happen. Rush Hour stars Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker are in talks to star, while disgraced Rush Hour director Brett Ratner is in talks to direct.
Crazy, man. That's so good. I'm so glad he's using his presidential powers for the good of the people, man. Bringing back Rush Hour 4. Wonderful. Why is Brett Ratner coming back? Didn't he? Yeah, he had sexual assault allegations. Okay, wonderful. We're living in a society.
Yes. And that concludes the montage. I clearly didn't edit this before. This one was not as good. I thought I did it. I was thinking about the 2 weeks before, obviously. Sorry about that. A little bit shaky montage, but I appreciate you bearing with me, you know?
Shaking like a baby, dude.
What? I don't think that's a phrase they say. I don't think that's a phrase that anyone says, really. But yeah. It's moving on time to what we've been watching this week, Adrian. What are you watching? What have you watched in the last 2 weeks? What would you like to talk about?
Oh, good question, man. I've watched a few things. So I finished The Chair Company. They just had the season finale yesterday.
That's good.
It's really good. This show's wacky as heck. And it's funny, we were talking about odd supernatural elements. Kind of reminiscent. This last episode kind of reminded me of Fargo, weirdly enough, of the season. There's like these weird moments in it that genuinely reminded me of Fargo, the TV show. And I thought that was kind of neat. I think this show is genuinely something really special. It's, for one, it's hilarious. You know, it has that like wacky Tim Robinson, Zach Kanan style of humor. But there's like a genuinely interesting mystery unfolding throughout the entire series. And I was very curious how this season would end, because it felt like almost like this is going to be a mini series in a way. But with the season finale coming around, it almost asked more questions than it answered. Or I feel like it definitely did. And I can definitely see this going longer, and I'm very curious as to see where it would go. However, I will say the actual end, which I really liked, I found funny. My fiance was like, "Oh, what the hell? Like, this is bullshit." She got like kind of upset about how it ended. She's like, "What the fuck?" Like, it is very abrupt, and she wanted more answers. But again,
come on.
She did agree that, you know, she's excited.
What show is she watching?
The Chair Company.
But this show is not like, I don't feel like it's like the show that you're going to look for answers. It's not going to give you a straight answer ever. That's the show.
We got some straight ansers. We got some.
That's the charm of it, though. It does this like thing where it tries to reel you in with like emotional storytelling, and like the characters are like, just they'll say something really profoundly like nice and like wholesome, and you're like, oh, maybe they're not so bad. And then later on, they're like doing some wacky bullshit, like driving through a red light and making someone almost crash their car. Like it's like we're not dealing with sane people here, you know. But that's like the ebb and flow of the show.
It's really good, man. It's really funny, and I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend this. I think this is like a great opportunity. You know, maybe you tried showing your friend or your fiance, I think you should leave, and they're like, not for me. And then, you know, maybe friendship comes around, like, this could be a good jumping off point, but again, it's long, it's uncomfortable. Maybe don't show them this. The Chair Company, I think, is a good entry point into this style of humor, because there's an ongoing mystery, at least moving the plot forward. So there's a car driving you to these absurd moments where you can laugh while, again, still being invested in a mystery that is to come.
I could not disagree with you more. But okay.
Well, that's a you opinion, because it literally happened with my fiance. She does not like Tim Robinson. Like, didn't like.
She doesn't like it at the end. You just reel her in for the end where it's gonna. It's gonna happen like that because you've watched the. No, here's what.
Just because she doesn't like the final scene doesn't mean that she doesn't like the show.
But that's what it's going to do to you. That's the style of comedy. That's the reason they don't like the skits, because the skits are short, dude. That's the way you reel someone in, not with a freaking 8-episode TV series. What are you talking about?
No.
You know what? You need to watch a 5-hour a 5-hour movie from start to finish, and then maybe you'll like this style of comedy. We'll get you there.
I think it's a good way to get into it. I think. Because we did watch I Think You Should Leave after I put on an episode, and she was watching it. She was into it. She was laughing. You gotta break them in. You gotta break them in like a pair. You gotta break them down. Like a pair of dancing shoes.
You gotta get their mind right. You gotta get their mind right. You get like a pair like a pair of dancing shoes.
Yeah.
All right. If you say so.
Yeah,
that's good.
I do say so.
All right, cool.
But yeah, did you really enjoy it as well as me?
I didn't finish it, and I'm not going to finish it until next February. So, goodbye, HBO.
What? Actually?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Your HBO subscription ended?
Yeah. So Crave ended, and I decided that I'm not going to renew it because I don't have Last Week Tonight, and I'm going to have Last Week Tonight for the rest of the year, except for 3 months. So I'm just going to go back in February.
To watch the last episode.
Well, no, I'm short 3.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's weird. That's an odd choice
at that point because they're short episodes.
Yeah. Teach their own. I get Crave for free because of Bell. Yeah, I have Bell Internet and Bell Phone. I think I get it through my phone. It's Crave Basic, but fun fact, Simon, I meant to bring this up. Crave Basic, when you watch a show like an HBO Max show that airs at the time.
Yeah.
So like The Chair Company, I watch the stream at like when it comes out. And I think even for days after, it plays one ad right at the start, but you can watch the entire episode ad free. Same with I Love LA. Same with It, Welcome to Derry. Yeah, there's one ad at the beginning. It's unskippable, 15 to 30 seconds. And then you watch the entire episode without ads.
Sorry, there's 3 tiers of Crave, right?
Yeah.
I pay for the tier that has 4K, I think.
So the highest tier.
Because Basic doesn't give it to you. No, not the highest tier. I have ads as well.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, no, there's no... Wait. That's not true. There's only 2 tiers.
Okay.
They removed Crave Basic. It's not called that anymore. It's like Crave Standard with ads. Standard. So I was doing Crave Standard anyway. It's fine. I already had it.
Yeah. I guess kind of an aside news story that, because I think it was revealed this morning or late last night, that Crave like launched an update. I don't know if you heard. It's trying to be a little bit more of a personalized experience. So they added, I think they mentioned like 10,000, I don't know if it was 10,000 hours, but like a bunch of additional free content onto Crave where you don't require subscription at all for. It's just free content that you can access now if you have a Crave account. So it's like CTV shows and stuff like that, which is really cool. And the Bell Media guy, he was talking about the use of AI in Crave. And I was like, oh no. And as of now, they're focusing on it algorithmically to like, again, better cater to your viewing habits. So if you watch like a lot of like premium content, instead of showing you a bunch of free shit, it'll try to cater the content to be more premium based on your viewing habits and all of that. Same thing. If you watch a lot of free content, it'll show you more free content and kind of work that way. And he did talk about using AI eventually for like the actual media. And he was a little vague about it, which kind of, makes me raise my eyebrows. But he talked about how there are interesting ways that some streaming services are using AI, essentially about like AI created recaps of a previous episode and stuff like that, how you can see that being used, or AI, picking out clips of a show to use it as like almost like an advertisement. And he says like that would be an interesting way to use AI in Crave as a software. but he doesn't imagine that that's going to happen anytime soon. And right now, the focus of using AI within Crave is specifically algorithmically to ensure that viewers get, the type of content they actually want to see.
Right.
Which is cool, I guess. So
here's the thing.
Yep.
Why is that AI? Why are they calling that AI?
I don't know. It's not. It's just an algorithm.
So if that's the case, then AI has been on Apple phones for a decade, because that's AI, right? Machine learning is AI. I find it annoying. Artificial intelligence really doesn't exist, and the closest thing we've ever gotten to AI, like actual artificial intelligence, is generative AI, where it can learn and write up, ChatGPT. It's the closest thing it's ever been. Same with like Gemini and that stuff. But everyone's using AI now in a different way, like to like sell it. But it's like that counter sells it for me. So it's like kind of a weird thing. It's like Apple Music and Spotify use AI. That's what an algorithm is. Google uses AI to give you search results. It's all machine learning if you want to use that term of AI, but I just don't find that to be a good term for the word AI. I used to use the word AI in a way I felt like was closer to that versus an algorithm giving you the content that was curated for you. And I used to talk about it in video games a lot. So I used to talk about the NPC AI, which I think is closer to AI than anything else, because they're literally in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a guy building a house for like the entire game, where the people going to work and then coming back home, and you can literally follow NPCs, non-player characters, around in the old West in Red Dead Redemption, and they have like a routine that they go through. That to me is what AI is closer than algorithms and machine learning. It's so interesting that like we've just muddled that term so badly that it's like Apple doesn't even use AI when they used to talk about machine learning, and they always talked about machine learning for the last like 10 June WWDCs. But this last one, they didn't talk about Apple Intelligence at all, because they botched that so badly. But I just find that so weird. They used that term. Did they use that term? Wait, what do you mean there's a Bell guy? Who is it? Did you get a presentation from this guy personally?
No, it's the Bell Media guy. Where I read an article. It was on CNET, I think.
Oh, okay. But what do you mean the Bell Media guy? Like they did a presentation for CNET? Like they did it at various... CNET? Wait, CNET is not Canadian.
Maybe.
Does anyone care? I feel like it'd be more like Mobile Syrup, or like a...
Oh, maybe it was more Mobile Syrup.
Or like one of those kind of web... Or CTV.
Create or... Update. Mobile.
Well, CTV makes sense because CTV is owned by Bell too. But anyway, that's interesting though. Thank you for that update. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Crave gets tons of new content and is free. Mobile Syrup. Yeah. Okay. This article was from 5 days ago. I swear I read it yesterday. Gerald Jimison, Bell Media's senior vice president and head of product and experience.
Jimison. Good old guy.
Gerald Jimerson.
Jimerson.
Sounds like a fake name. That sounds like a genuinely fake name.
Sounds like you were like in a pinch and you had to make up a name. Like, my name is Gerald Jimerson.
Yeah. And the interesting thing, it sounds like the Oscars are going to be on Crave.
That would be so good, man. Oh my God. That's an actual selling feature. The problem is, so the thing is, the reason why I didn't do Crave Premium recently is because Crave standard with ads is 1080p and Crave Premium is 4K. I love 4K, but they barely have any 4K content. That's why I was on the ads version.
Yeah, I follow you.
They're so backwards in time. That's my point.
Yeah, so the cool thing about it, the Oscars, they're going to be free. As far as I'm understanding, you just need a Crave account.
What? That's like the opposite of their business model for years.
So maybe I'm misunderstanding it, but essentially they're like, first off, there's new programming, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
It'll be directly on Crave.
This is great. They're going in a positive direction for the first time ever. Yeah.
And they're not adjusting the price either, at least as of now. I'm sure.
As of now, dude. You wait.
But it is kind of cool.
Costs money.
Because here, let me read this. So content. First off, there's the new program. Historically, Bell has more clearly delineated between its TV channels and their corresponding websites in Crave. But the lines between all of that are now blurring. This means that a suite of content that was typically only on the likes of CTV or Bell's French language content site Nouveau will now be available directly on Crave. This includes ad-supported free catalog of movies and shows, including CTV movies and CTV Throwback that were previously only available on ctv.ca. Live entertainment events like the Oscars, Emmys, and Gala Quebec Cinema.
Oh my God.
Live local and national news from both CTV News and Nouveau Info, and then select sports events like the CFL, PGA Tour, F1, and FIFA. So
this is our dream. Our dream come true. How long I've waited for this. Although you have network TV in some way now, so it hasn't been so bad for you because you can stream it. But dude, I've been waiting for this forever. It's like, take my money is what I've been saying for literally like 10 years. More than that, 15, 20 years, just for however long streaming services have existed. And it was impossible to get the Oscars on in Canada specifically on any other way but linear TV. God, I hope that actually happens though. I'm not going to hold my breath for March, but I assume that's when the Oscars will be. February. I think it usually February or March.
And yeah, again, they're like focusing on reworking the user experience. They actually, like in the article and the interview, they talk about how Crave crashed in the past when like people were trying to watch The Last of Us and House of the Dragon. And like apparently they've done a lot of like foundational rebuilds. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Cool. They actually care. Maybe when I try to watch the movie Heat, the Michael Mann film that we just kind of talked about the second film for there, I hopefully when I go through it, it's not going to just be in French, the French dub, and they'll actually have the English and French versions of various movies instead of just one of them for whatever reason. Why would you even do that? It's absurd. But alas, one can dream. Okay.
One can.
Well, thanks for the update. Indeed. I appreciate that.
No worries. And another thing that I've been watching on Crave, actually 2 other things, Simon. 3 other things, Simon. So I've been watching I Love LA still week to week. Fantastic. I really love this show. It's fucking funny. I think Rachel Sennett and Josh Hutcherson's chemistry on screen is really good. And again, it's just like a funny show. Again, they're not all great people. But it just goes really well. And I realized last episode, True Whitaker is one of the main characters, who's Forrest Whitaker's daughter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's in it. She's really funny in it. She's like just this very nice kind of ditzy woman, rich woman. But yeah, it's a good show. I really like it. It's not like critically, it's doing well. Audience, not so much. It's like under 50% audience score, which is crazy to me. But hey, that's showbiz, baby. I'm also watching It Welcome to Derry week to week. I don't love this show. There's some good highs in it, but again, I think a lot of what I mentioned in previous weeks still stand. There's a lot of exposition, a lot of things that are over-explained, and a lot of moments where I'm kind of bored and annoyed about what's being shown on screen. The show is by far at its best when it is children being terrified of a creepy clown being / monsters. Like it's by far at its best when that's happening. And I guess, I think you made this argument is like, how can you make a show just being about that? And it's like, yeah, it'd probably be fairly difficult, but I think there's just so much like bleh in it where I find myself honestly frustrated. And again, it leaves nothing up to interpretation. Like it seems like the answers are given to you and told to you on a silver platter. And it's like, is it just being said like this because they're military people and they have all the answers and they're like debriefing people? So it like almost makes sense in the context of the world. Because again, it's like military people being like, this is the situation, blah, 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 blah. But again, it doesn't make for good TV in that case, in my personal opinion. Yeah. I think I'm in the minority though, because it is very well reviewed. I think people are loving it. It's consistently like one of the most watched shows on Crave every single week as it shows up there. I'm going to continue watching it. But again, I was really excited to like this show more than I am. So it's a bit of a shame.
Okay.
And one other thing that I watched, Simon, that I now have finished completely as of its release is Hacks. I've watched all 4 seasons of Hacks. The 5th season, I think, is coming out next year. And I think it is the final season, which is a good choice, I think, because it's becoming a little grating at times. I really like this show. I think it's really good. It's funny. There's a lot of really great heartfelt moments. but there is a lot of almost like annoyance sprinkled in. And the characters, specifically Deborah, like who's played by Jean Smart, her character is frustrating to watch a lot of the time because she is so egotistical, and again, it just makes for a lot of these like frustrating situations. She's so self-absorbed, and I understand that's her character, but the issue is again, I've talked about this, is like you can have bad characters, but at least make them funny. And I don't think that she's that funny considering she is literally a comedian in the show. Like her scenes are arguably the least funny scenes a lot of the time. It's her surrounding cast. Ava, who is the main character as well, alongside Jean Smart, and it's essentially about their relationship. She's the setup of the show is Jean Smart. She's a comedian that is kind of, at the end of her career and needs to, wants to be center stage again. So they hire a new writer, Ava Daniels, who is going to, rewrite a lot of her work and try to make her a better comedian. And, their relationship progresses over the course of 4 seasons. And I actually grow to like Ava a lot, flaws and all. She can be kind of annoying and immature, but at the same time, like she seems like a genuinely good-hearted person and is funny. So I can kind of get behind her. Whereas with, again, like Jean Smart's character, Deborah, she's more frustrating than anything, but it keeps the cogs moving. I think the 2 best characters in the show are Jimmy and Kayla, which are essentially their agents. They're in it from the beginning. Kayla is like a very wacky character that you kind of have to get used to, but like once you understand her comedy and how well she plays off with the Jimmy character, who's like Paul S. Downs, he's one of the creators of the show. It's just fantastic. Like I genuinely love every scene that they're in together. And there's like, a lot of really good moments. I really like the show. I think it is shockingly overrated though. Like genuinely, like it's like critically, it's almost 100% every single season, which again, it could be 100% of people being like, yeah, that's pretty good. And they're, it's a thumbs up because that's how Rotten Tomatoes works. Yeah, but
could be a bunch
it
of
won a bunch of Emmys as well. I can see why Hannah Einbinder won her Emmy for best leading actress in a comedy, because she is genuinely phenomenal in season 4. And the setup of season 4 is super interesting. But my issue with season 4 specifically is that it kind of draws out a little bit too much and brings a lot of the issues that I had with the first season into season 4, which was kind of a shame. But all in all, really good show. Like I do recommend it. And I'm excited for a 5th and final season. I feel like it desperately needs to come to an end personally. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. I feel like I'm being a little negative, but I really want to highlight this is a really great show. It's a great piece of comedic television. It's just overrated, and that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you watched, man? I've just been rambling. I've been talking your bitch ass ear off.
Bitch ass. Excuse me. So you're the one rambling and you're going to call my ears bitch ass?
Yeah, dude.
That's quite rude.
Yeah.
That's quite rude. What have I been watching? I don't know. I've been just kind of closing the door on some shows, just closing some shows off, abandoning shows like The Chair Company, unfortunately. I didn't even realize my subscription was ending. You know what's crazy? My Crave subscription ended. I watched the last episode of last week tonight, and then I'm like, oh, this subscription's ending. I forgot about that. I wonder how much time I have for The Chair Company. I look back and it expired 5 days before. And I'm like, how did I just watch this show? It doesn't make any sense. It just let me watch it. Like it didn't check my account. I don't know why that happened. But anyway, so now I'm out of Crave for a while, unfortunately.
Did you get Netflix?
You're
for
only
show?
watching Crave. So
no,
I'm going to be watching
Netflix.
Yeah. I'm going to add Netflix.
Oh, but you haven't yet.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I did watch one more show. I assumed that you may have watched it already. That's how I was waiting for you to.
Because I've been closing off shows on Disney.
Okay.
So I've been watching Disney Plus. I watched Only Murders in the Building. This is the worst season of Only Murders in the Building, in my opinion, by a margin. I think the writing is not as tight. Maybe I'm mistaken, and I wasn't as critical of the other seasons. I didn't think about it with a critical lens as much. I just find that the writing is not tight. I feel like there's a lot of jumping the shark moments, and I'm just very disappointed that these characters are they seem the stupidest they've ever been. In season 5, we're in season 5 of this show, right? Only Murders in the Building.
Damn. I don't know.
Isn't that
I only
right?
watched the first 2.
Am I wrong? Only Murders. Wait, you only watched the first 2 seasons?
Yeah.
That can't be right. We were just talking about it. Is that true?
No, I 100% fell off because Paul Rudd shows up in what, season 3?
No, I watched season 4. This is season 4 anyway.
Okay. So yeah, I have only watched the first 2 seasons. 100%.
Okay. All right. Okay. The season 3 is great. I will say that. It's very good.
Yeah.
Because they went a different direction with it. But season 4, they kind of went to... It's season 4, I'm pretty sure. I can't... Why is it so hard to find? Oh my God.
There's 5 seasons.
There's 5?
Yeah.
It is. It is season 5. Yeah, we watched season 5. Season 6 apparently is going to be the one that goes to London, England.
Okay.
So yeah,
England. Yeah, I only watched the first 2 seasons because season 3 is with Paul Rudd, and I didn't watch the season with him.
Right.
So.
Yeah. This is okay. I just don't think that the writing is tight. I think that they go too far on the gags, and they're just like they break the universe. Again, this is my biggest criticism in everything I ever watch. I guess they're just like breaking their own like methodology of how anyone does anything, and like all 3 characters, like they just are not that smart. Steve Martin Short. Never been that smart, I guess, but like even like Selena Gomez's character, she's just as dumb as them. I don't know. It's not good. I don't know what the deal is. I'm still enjoying it, but like I'm watching it, I'm like, why are these people so stupid? Am I crazy, or are they the dumbest they've ever been? And my fiance kind of agrees. It's odd. It's an odd one. I wish it was better because it's disappointing because it's I love things that take place in like a hotel like setting, or like this apartment building like Yarraconia is very hotel like. They're like trapped in this space, and they like all see their neighbors constantly, and there's like the doorman, and like, I don't know, there's something I don't know, cozy about it. I really like it, and it's a murder mystery, and I just kind of dig those kinds of shows in some way. They're fun. It's funny, and I like those guys. Those guys play off really well off each other. I just find it like they're just way too ridiculous this season. There's too many moments where I'm like, what is going on? This cast became really star-studded after season 2, like season 3 and on, because it's Meryl Streep and Paul Rudd. To be fair,
oh damn!
I mean, I would have probably just said Meryl Streep.
I didn't realize she was in the 3rd season. I thought she was in like the 4th or something.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
I love Paul Rudd, but Meryl Streep is
overrated.
So. Yeah, according to some. But anyway, yeah, the worst season of this show, but it's still good though. It's still enjoyable. I still like it. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. The other show we just finished up actually, is Shōgun. It's so long to finish this show. I talked about this like 24 episodes ago. I swear to God, 23 episodes ago. It's amazing. The ending is really, really amazing. I'm curious. I don't know if they need to do another season necessarily. I feel like the way it wraps up is quite interesting. It's a
time jump, is it not? Are they doing like a 10, 20 year time jump or something like that? I remember reading that.
Shōgun's based on the book, and there was a series already for this, and they're making it up. So I don't know what they're doing, but who knows?
Oh, okay.
Because they're making it up. So I guess we'll see. Because it's like I'm fairly certain that the end of season 1 is literally, it was supposed to be first of all, a limited series. It was supposed to just go to the end of the book, and that was it.
It got nominated for best limited series.
Yeah, that always happens.
Yeah,
that happens a lot. I mean, yeah. I think Fargo was nominated for limited series initially, wasn't it?
Maybe. Well, is it limited series
or anthology though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's okay. But Penguin was too. Penguin was, and there's going to be a second season of that. You watch.
Yeah.
But Penguin was limited series. But anyway, that happens on occasion because they are initially a limited series, and then Penguin will have to be a TV show after. But regardless, the show is really good. The acting is really amazing, and there's an element of like the unspoken words. I don't know if you know what this is about necessarily. I don't know if you know at all. Do you know what it's about?
Isn't it like something about some European goes into Japan during the time where there was no outside trade, and Japan is very closed off? It's like it's a Portuguese man, isn't it? Something like that. Like they only do
No,
some trading with Portugal.
they are trading with the Portuguese because they have Christianity there, but it's an Englishman. An Englishman goes there and he's like on his like ship and he's there and it's like played by Cosmo Jarvis who dropped out of the role for the Odyssey, which I still can't believe. Why would you do that? I don't know what other role you had, man, but that I feel like you just don't drop out of a Christopher Nolan movie. So I'm not. Hopefully his family's okay. I don't know why else he did that. But anyway, Cosmo Jarvis is really good in this show. But the whole cast is really amazing. And like Hiroyuki Sanada and Anna Sawai are like they're murder. Their acting is so good. But yeah, he's in this. He goes there and then they capture him and then they try to befriend him and he's got some training with like cannon, so he's like teaching them the technology and stuff like that. But Hiroyuki Sanada's character is like is Yoshi Toranaga, and Toranaga is kind of in he owns like land and whatever. He's a lord in this place, and he's kind of trying to avoid war, but he's the most clever son of a bitch you've ever met. But he's like this. He's really, really smart, but he's part of this council, and then the council kind of doesn't like this guy, and so this causes this huge problem because the Shōgun passes away, and his son is too young to actually run anything, so the council takes over basically the land in Japan. And so Toranaga is like a powerful dude, but the other people in the council don't really like him. And so this causes these political like rifts, and there's a lot of political conflict, and they're upset with this guy. And then John Blackthorne, the dude from England, is like being used as like this pawn in this strange, it's almost like a Cold War, because there's like they're not really wanting to fight, but they can definitely there's fighting in it. I just feel like it's almost like Game of Thrones season 1 in a large way, because they almost don't have the budget. They're kind of like dancing that line where there is fighting, there's violence in it, and there's like pretty good fight choreography and things like that. But it's not the focus. The focus is the political intrigue of Japan in the 1600s.
I like that.
It's very, very good. Everyone knows it's good. It was nominated for almost every award during that Emmy Award season. So I'm obviously late, but I also have been watching this since 2024. It's been a really delayed time to watch it, but like. It's Tadanobu Asano won for Best Supporting Actor, if I recall correctly. He is so amazing as well. Anna Sawai, I think, won for Best Supporting Actress as well, I believe, if for her role. She's so good as well. The acting is so good. I don't know if I already alluded to this, but to say it specifically, their acting is not in the words. The dialogue is not all of what it is cracked up to be. It's in the eye contact and the body language and how their facial, how they animate their faces in that kind of non-verbal acting. That's the most impressive. There's also this language aspect of it. It's in Japanese mostly, but of course you got an Englishman speaking in it as well. So and then there's the Portuguese as well. So there's many like kind of languages, but it's the way that you see the customs of Japan at that time and how there's a lot of unspoken like tension that's constantly throughout the series. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of the best part about it. I love it a lot. It was great. It's funny because at times it was kind of slow. It's very, very slow. And I heard a lot about how people love it so much. Like people love this show. And I'm like, wow, people really have the patience. And it is a very patient show. You have to be patient, I feel like, to watch it because they take their time and they really plot it out very carefully. Nothing is rushed. Everything feels very careful. And it's cool that a show like this can be this popular, that is this patient or asks you to be this patient in 2025 when TikTok is like a leading social media platform. And that's kind of impressive that you can see so many people talking about it, so many people watching it, and it wins so many awards in a time in 2025. So I didn't really even expect it to be this kind of plotting. Like it goes and it takes its time and it really tries to pull you in a very deliberate way, as opposed to like just trying to throw in fight scenes and choreography constantly. The music is so good too. It's Atticus Ross's son. No Trent Reznor in this one. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah.
But it's like 3 composers and 2 of them are the Rosses. So I thought that was cool too. And like you can tell the flavorings of the Nine Inch Nails a little bit in this too, because you can like, especially in like the main title sequence, which is like really gorgeous, really well built. Like it's great. Music's amazing. I just think again, it's cool. It's just, it really just pulls you along. My fiance wasn't really into it that much. And then the 9th episode, I think it was, she was like, oh, that was really the best episode of this series by a bit of a margin. And I'm like, yeah, Yeah, I would agree. I think the whole series is great. It's funny though how much time we spent like watching this. It was like the most absurd amount of time for 10 episodes.
Year gap, dude. It's crazy.
Wait, it's 12 episodes. Am I crazy? 11 episodes.
I have no idea.
I
don't watch
wait,
it.
No, 12. No, 10. It's 10. Why am I thinking it's 11? I'm looking at IMDb. It's kind of showing 11th. I think it's probably because they're gearing up for the second season. I think it's 10 episodes, but it's brilliant. And I like the subtlety of it. It's really cool. Like, I really like it. It's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely want to watch this. I kind of feel like I missed the boat. I should have watched this when I was playing Ghost of Yotei, but I didn't.
See, that's why I did this actually initially. I initially watched it when I started up Ghost of Tsushima again, although it's a different time period because Tsushima is in 1300s Japan. And then I knew Assassin's Creed Shadows was coming out, so I was watching it while Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is the same time period in the 1600s. And then Ghost of Yotei, and then I started watching it again with Ghost of Yotei, so it kind of lined up with those games. It's kind of like the cross media, synergy, you know. Yotei though is not very similar because that Ezo Japan, like the way that island was, it's not very like. The culture seems different. At least, I mean, the thing about the Ghost series is it's very sensationalist in a way. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost surrealist. It's not exactly real life. Assassin's Creed Shadows is actually more close to, I think, what it would have been in Japan, I think, in terms of the way the buildings look. And it's like, it looks like real life. Like, it looks like Japan, as opposed to like the beautiful art style that is Ghost of Yotei. It's gorgeous to like ride through Ezo, but I think that's not quite maybe what it was. But also, that's just a small part of Japan as well. So it's different than what you see in Shōgun, which is, again, more of the political intrigue, which is almost none in Ghost of Yotei. That's just not the focus.
Would say, like Ghost of Yotei is way more in line with like Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix, the animated series, which is phenomenal. I highly recommend that show. Not to you, just in general. It's because it is like this awesome revenge tale, very akin to Ghost of Yotei. I just think it's a much better story personally compared to Ghost of Yotei. But again, it does have that like sort of political intrigue. It has, like an Englishman actually in Japan as well. So I don't know what time period that takes place. Blue-Eyed Samurai, if it's very similar to the Shōgun timeline, but you're talking about some parallels at least. But yeah, it does seem that is one thing I did hear is that Shōgun is very Game of Thrones-esque. So that piques my interest, man. Maybe I'll hop into that at some point. I got no like solo shows on the go, so I need to do something for myself.
Yeah, I think this one may have been better off as a solo show, just because it's part of the reason why it took so long as well is because, again, the fiance wasn't super into it. So I was like,
dragging her feet.
We always have 3 games. We're kind of 3 games. I'm doing 3 games as well. 3 shows we're kind of watching at the same time. And so as a result, like, I'm like, well, I don't want to like, completely burn her out with Shōgun. So we just kind of I try to make it other things that she's more interested in. But I was like, I asked her many times, like, are you sure you want to continue watching this? Because maybe this isn't your speed. She's like, no, we'll watch it. We'll do it. And then we delayed it for months. But it was good. I think she liked it by the end. By the end, nice. She was definitely a fan. I thought the way it ended was quite beautiful. I was like, wow, I didn't see this coming at all. I don't know. There's also an element of it with Toranaga that it kind of reminds me of like the Penguin. I know that you're gonna probably think what, but I'm saying like Toranaga and what did they call him? He's not Cobb, whatever his name is, Oz Cobb. Oz Cobb in every friggin' episode of that show, he's like trying to get out. He has to get out of a sticky situation. You're like, how is he gonna get out of this one? It's like every episode. That's part of the political aspect of this show too. Like Toranaga, you're kind of rooting for him because he's the kind of the character you're following, but you're like, how is he going to get out of this? You're constantly thinking like, is he clever enough to like figure this? Like, and you're like, maybe he won't. And it's like, does he? Is kind of the question that the show asks you. You're trying to figure out like what's going to happen to this guy because they don't like him. Like right from the beginning, you're like, okay, this guy's doomed, and then you're like, is he doomed now? and then you're constantly is he doomed in episode 3? There's always a question, and then there's other characters, so maybe they'll follow them instead, because he's not really the main character, but he's the character that you kind of follow
the most.
Almost through other characters in the weirdest way. Like he's the most important person in the room at any time. Anytime he's in a scene, he's so important. Hiroyuki Sanada is just great. Like if you've seen him in many things. He was in Lost, I believe, as well, and many other things. I think he was in Westworld as well. Am I wrong?
Maybe that seems right.
Westworld's weird because it went to Japan for like a very short period of time.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do. That's season 2, right?
In the second season. Yeah. Am I wrong? Is he not in Westworld?
I have no idea, man.
Maybe not. But anyway, he's in The Last Samurai, and I'm looking through here. Yeah, he is in Westworld, yeah. He's in 4 episodes. Anyway, yeah, it's great. It's amazing. I recommend it to all, but not you. Did you recommend something to me? I can't remember if you did.
I think the last thing I recommended was Clair Obscure, and you played it. And did it?
Oh, I bought it immediately. Yeah, I bought it the next episode or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Could win Game of the Year. I think that's everything. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I guess the final thing that I will talk about is Stranger Things 5. Okay. The first 4 episodes of Stranger Things. I'll keep this brief, man, because you haven't watched it yet. So I won't talk spoilers. All I will say, it's very good. And it was cool because I watched the season 4 finale like a few days prior, like maybe like 3 days before. It's like a 2.5 hour long, like epic. I really love season 5 so far. I'm very intrigued about where the story is going to go. There's some cool reveals, some very interesting plot points, and they are swapping the horror from season 4 to almost just more violence, like intense, like violence, which is interesting. There's still horror elements, but I think season 4 was like genuinely scary. Season 5 is like almost, I guess, like almost kind of, I mean, there's still horror elements. It's way more violent, like shockingly, at times. And it's like when season 5 started, it literally says 14A. I'm like, I can't remember if season 4 was also 14A. Might be, but it makes sense for what they're kind of doing with it. I think this wait, it sucks that we got to wait another month or just under a month for the next few episodes and then the finale. But I'm very excited. I love this show. I think this show is fantastic. Season 4, in my opinion, is the best season of the show. It's a masterpiece. Couple of amazing moments, tear-jerking moments. I can think of, I think episode 3 or 4 of season 4 and the finale both made me like tear up. I haven't had a moment like that in season 5 yet, but I'm sure that'll come. It's very good though. I love it. I'm very excited. Highly recommend it. Most people have probably watched it. Realistically, just stay on offline, man. Spoilers galore. You're on Instagram. Here's some fucking Stranger Things reels. I just like constantly ignore it. So. It's frustrating.
That's fair.
Whatever, that's life.
But you finished it already, so you're good.
Yep. Yeah, I'm warning you.
You're fast, eh? Damn, that's fast.
Yeah, we binged it. We watched like the first episode the night it came out, 2 episodes the next night, and then the final episode the following night. They're shorter episodes compared to season 4. I think the season or episode 4, season 5 is the longest at 1 hour and 20.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really place the I couldn't tell you which ones I think are the best seasons, because I feel like the gap between watching them all for me personally was so large that I was like, I felt like season 4 was the best as well after watching it, but I was like, I can't remember, and that was a problem.
I'm really glad I rewatched it.
I was listening to another podcast recently, one that you watched, and they keep mentioning that they don't like the mall season. I was like, what? I love the mall season. Am I crazy?
I love the mall season.
Maybe they're getting them confused, because they also were like, the mall season and like season 2. It's like, well, that's not season 2. So I guess you don't know what you're talking about at all, or that's not the same season. Season 2 is not the mall season. So I don't know why you're saying that.
Yeah, season 3 is definitely the wackiest. Like when, like
it's wacky, but it's great. I still like.
Oh no,
it
I'm not saying it's not. It goes a little bit comedic in a lot of ways. It's the comedy season, I would say. There's a lot of really good moments, but it is like I feel like it's the most campy. Not that I have an issue with that. I really, really love it. But it is tonally, I think, the most out of place between all like the 5 seasons. So it is interesting.
It's interesting because it's like almost like they found their way, you know? They like hit their complete stride. You're like, oh, we course corrected too much to comedy. So we're going to go back. And the second season, like, we kind of did the same thing we did in season 1. Maybe we should do something really different. And they really course corrected in season 3. And then in season 4, they're like, you know what? We got to hit a balance. And then they nail the balance. That's what I found. Like the emotional storytelling, the character connections I found like were amazing in season 4. Like they also introduced all these characters and now they really get to come together. It's like in the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, part 2 and 3 situation, like volume 2 and 3, like you can kind of now really get into the depth of these characters as opposed to the introduction of them. Kind of felt like that for me anyway, if I remember correctly. But yeah,
I think you're right. And I think what this show does so well is the unlikely pairings that they consistently do throughout all 5 seasons, where you've been following a lot of these characters throughout, you know, every season. Some are, you know, introduced a little later, and they're always like these teams of people kind of going off on their own. And occasionally these teams, exactly. And occasionally these teams will kind of split off or eventually, you know, connect together. But there's always like these like unlikely pairings where you're like, when are these two characters going to interact more? It almost reminds me of like the later seasons of Game of Thrones when like characters that you've been following for like 4 seasons finally meet up for the first time. And you're like, yeah, this is awesome. I can't wait.
I was just thinking like, it's almost like
incredibly well.
It's almost like good MCU as well. Yeah. Like when the MCU is hitting its stride in like Avengers Endgame, like you have characters that like you would never see together, like team up. Like when like Don Cheadle's character is like hanging out with like, what's her name? The robot lady. You know what I'm talking about? Like randomly, it's like, oh, okay, sure. Like, Karen Gillan or whatever.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her character's name. Nebula.
But it's just kind of, there's an element of like, oh, you would never even expect them to hang out together at all. It doesn't make any logical sense, but it works because you're like, oh, we never see them hang out, and you can kind of see chemistry work differently. That's like really good. That I feel like that's a sign of like, almost like you're willing to take risks, but it's a sign of well-written characters that you can kind of like, you understand these characters fundamentally, so you want to see how they play off of each other. Actually, in a way, that's kind of almost like Severance and Pluribus too, in that there's like that experiment aspect. Like we know our concept, we know our characters so well. Throw anything at them. Throw anything at this concept in Pluribus as an example of what the show is about. And again, we won't spoil it here, but like how interesting that concept is, and we'll try to throw these wacky scenarios in here and see how the exact our framework of what the show is about, how it handles that thing. I think Severance does that amazingly. We talked about that last episode. I haven't caught up on Pluribus, by the way. That's another show that I've been watching. I saw episode 3, but it's very good. Vince Gilligan's killing it. It's cool that he's done something in a different tone and like maybe not tone necessarily, but different style and genre, and it kind of just like seems to have nailed it. Unless you're like, no, this episode 5 is bad. I don't know if you're thinking.
No, it's great, man. It's frustrating, the cliffhanger though. Really annoying. Actually, I was like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
You gotta take your time, bro. I'm not worried about that because by the time I watched
it yesterday. I watched it yesterday. It came out on Wednesday of last week.
Episode 5?
Yeah, because of Thanksgiving, so they released it on Wednesday instead of Friday. And I even waited until Sunday to watch it. And then there's a big cliffhanger. I'm like, God fucking damn.
I'm sorry. Bullshit. They did that on purpose though, because they knew you had to wait longer.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of sick and twisted, but it's real good. It's really good.
Yeah. It's cool. It's exciting. But yeah, anyway, very excited for Stranger Things. That's the next subscription we're jumping into because I got Squid Game to watch. I got the last season of Arcane to watch. I have so much to watch. Dude, I got to finish The Walking Dead still. I got like 50 things. I got 50 things to go.
The Walking Dead ended 30 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah, they were going to give me the year date because it would have, no matter what date you said, it was going to be a long time. If it was the realistic date, it is also a long time. So anyway, but yeah, anything else you watched before we move on to the other segment, the look to the future, as they call it?
I'm going to run to the bathroom quick, though, and get water because I'm parched. I drank all my water.
Oh, no.
I'm parched.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Pee-pee time.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I feel so dehydrated.
Hello there. Hello there, sir. How are you today? I'm going to do the rest of the episode like this.
Sure, man.
I know you love it.
Seems like a really good idea.
Oh, it's so delightful. So delightful.
Like
yes.
Such a good idea, dude.
We're going to do it now. It's the greatest idea you've ever heard.
Do it now.
Heard. Now onto a segment of our show that I like to call A Look to the Future. A portion of our podcast where each of us present at least 3 of our picks for the TV series or movies that look most interesting to us that are releasing between December 2nd and December 15th, 2025. December 2nd being today for some, because this is the first day of the episode air date.
It is the first day of the episode air date.
Anyway, Adrian, I'm going to stop talking like this now and be normal. We're going to talk about...
I think you sound more fucked up right now than before.
What?
Gotcha.
Wow.
Gotcha.
That's kind of mean. As is customary, you go first. You're going to give me your first pick for this segment. The thing you're most excited for. Movie, TV show, go.
Is that what we've been doing?
Oh yeah. You can do the secret. If you want to make it a secret, you can do a little sneaky secret.
I didn't realize that that's what we were doing. That it was like the most thing we were most excited for, but there ain't much I'm too excited about. There's a couple things that pique my interest.
A portion of our podcast where each of us present at least 3 of our picks for the TV series or movies that look most interesting to us. That has been in the document since I think the very beginning for the last 24 episodes.
Actually?
Yes, I have not changed that. That part I didn't change.
I don't think so. Agree.
You can look back. We have a document. You think I went back and changed it?
Yeah. Obviously, you're
for
you're
24
a little,
episodes.
You're a little butthead, dude. This is what you do. This is what you do.
You've just been calling me names the whole episode. I think you called me bitch ears at one point. You called me.
I didn't call you bitch ears. I said you got.
You
bitch
said something
ears.
about like how I'm a big cabbage or some bullshit. You said like
no.
You're a cover girl cabbage. I think that's what you said. You're a damn cover girl cabbage.
Patch Kid.
You said my head is like a pair of dancing shoes at one point. I'm pretty sure you said that too. Anyway,
that's in
there.
I believe all of those things that you have said. It's likely.
I know you do.
Okay, what's your Patch Kids song?
What are you thinking? What's most interesting to you? The idea with the most interesting to you, the whole point was that you didn't necessarily have to talk about them all. That was the point. So it was like hands off. It's like no pressure.
Okay.
That was why it existed.
Cool. Do you know this song?
You didn't know that, even though I explained it to you in detail.
You might get demonetized for this.
What is this?
It's the Cabbage Patch Kids song, They Think I'm Crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. I love how you're like, you might get demonetized. We've never been monetized. Spoiler alert.
Sorry, I'm fast forwarding. It's taking too long.
Where's the song? That was the song? The song was just a...
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I usually find a little forward thinking saves a whole lot of time.
No, I don't know the song, sorry. That she was going to start singing Thank You for Being a Friend in the beginning.
Whoa, wait. It's going to get good.
I don't know the song, no.
It's a banger.
No. Why are you bringing this up?
I don't know. We talked about Cabbage.
Was this like 40 years old?
Am I 40 years old?
No, this is that's like a 30-year-old song, isn't it? I'm not asking for the date. I'm wondering why you're bringing it up now. I don't know what this has to do with anything.
We talked about Cabbage, Simon. We talked about Cabbage.
We talked about Cabbage like an hour ago.
We just brought it up, though, again. And I thought about Cabbage Patch Kids.
All right, man. All right. Well, come on, give it to me.
So copyright is 1995. to 2012.
So 30 years ago.
Give or take.
Cool, man.
I guess just take.
What's your first pick?
Sorry, what were we
Give it
talking
to
about?
me. We're talking about a look to the future, where you give me a pick, and if you want to do it where you give me little hints, and then or whatever, you do a preamble so I can guess, you can do that. It's up to you.
Okay, this is a sequel. This is a sequel about killer robots killing people. It's got Josh Hutcherson in it as well.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with Josh Hutcherson, starring on December 5th of 2025.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, FNAF 2, FNAF 2. We got any FNAF fans in the house?
FNAF. In my house?
FNAF.
No.
Yeah.
Are you a fan? Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's?
I did.
Obviously, it's based on a video game for those who don't know.
Yeah, I did originally, like when it was like the big phenomenon on PC back in the day.
You did?
But never really played it after.
Did you like it?
I thought it was interesting. It scared the shit out of me. That was before I really had a love for horror. But it's
really?
Cool. Yeah.
How old is this series? This video game series? Before you had a love for horror.
Yeah.
When did you start having a love for horror? Did I know you?
Yeah.
Before you had a love for horror, I knew you.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I got into horror.
It was only post our friendship that you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
It was. Right. You want to know the turning point?
What?
So Five Nights at Freddy's, 2014.
Yeah.
The turning point of when I realized I really like horror was playing Resident Evil 7 in the PlayStation VR.
Oh, wow.
And I put that headset on and I played it and I was so terrified. And I remember I had an Apple Watch and I got the notification that my heartbeat was going too fast. Like, hey, your heartbeat's irregular. Playing it. I'm like, man, I love this feeling. This is fun. And I watched some horror movies beforehand, but I never really loved them. I think I watched It Follows maybe before and I liked it, but I remember specifically watching It Follows because it was recommended to me. And there's a scene where this big guy goes under a door. He grabs the door and then puts his head under. And I remember I paused the movie and I turned it off and I was like, I'm watching this in the morning. And I liked zombie horror, to be fair, but that's different. That's I feel like zombies are kind of like a genre. So I loved 28 Days Later and stuff, even when I was a kid. But again, I feel like those movies are, although horror, they're zombie. It's a genre. I feel like zombie is a genre.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So 2014 was when the first FNAF game came out, according to a quick Google search. Which is kind of crazy. I feel like I remember being in high school, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, my only connection to Five Nights at Freddy's is Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, the other Five Nights at Freddy's movie with Nicolas Cage just grunting the entire time. I don't even think he has a single line of dialogue.
I love that movie. I love that because of him. He's just so ridiculous. He doesn't say... No, he doesn't have a line of dialogue right at the end? Or he never says anything until the end. I can't remember what it is, but it's so amazing because he doesn't say anything. And because he always takes lunch breaks or the 15-minute regular breaks as dictated by the law. I just thought that was the most absurd thing ever. That movie's kind of great. I kind of like it a lot. Anyway.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. Yeah. The movie that is coming out on December 5th that I'm going to describe here today for you, it stars a character who stars in a movie called Happy Gilmore. And it stars a character...
Kelly. That's the new Noah Baumbach movie coming out December 5th on Netflix.
About an actor and his agent.
Mm-hmm. George Clooney and Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah. And it's directed by Noah Baumbach, which is cool. I'm actually very excited about this. It's also Nicholas Britell doing the score, and I think Nicholas Britell is really great. It's the Andor.
Do tell about Britell.
It's the Andor dude. Yeah, I feel like the Andor music is amazing. It's very good.
I love Andor. Too much, arguably, some would say.
Yeah. Some might say.
Some would say.
But yeah.
Anytime I bring up Andor, my fiance literally looks at me and is like, okay. She's literally at that
really?
point. Yeah, she'll look at me and like, okay. I'm like, we should just watch Andor so you understand how good it is. Because they're anyways, I'm not going to dive into Andor because I'm going to talk about it. for too long.
I'll derail you to something else. He's also the Succession composer as well. I knew that, but I forgot. The Succession music is also amazing. Did you finish Succession?
No, I only watched the first season. It was really good.
What the heck, man? What the heck? And he's a Don't Look Up composer. Well, that makes sense actually, because Succession has a connection to what's his name, Adam McKay. So, anyway, I feel like in some way, Don't Look Up becomes more relevant every day. Unfortunately. Anyway, cool. What's your next pick, man? Oh, that's on Netflix, by the way. I'm actually really excited for Jay Kelly. That's another thing I'm going to watch. And I'm also going to watch the Frankenstein movie, which I've heard lots of good things about. Dude, Jacob Elordi is a freakishly tall dude, eh? Every time I see him in photos next to Oscar Isaac, I'm like, wait, what? Is he wearing like tall shoes? You know,
high heels.
Tall shoes. Anyway, what's your next pick?
Heels. My next pick, Simon, is an anime event film. It's taken place after the Shibuya arc of season 2 of this show. It's a Japanese show. It's JJK. That's what people call it online. It's cool. Jujutsu Kaisen Execution. It's I think the start of season 3. They just do like a movie event, like a lot of these anime shows do.
Yeah.
I watched all of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's pretty okay. I don't love it.
Pretty okay.
It's too anime tropey for my taste these days. There's like really, I feel like it's like 40 something episodes. I think I talked about this. I feel like it would be such a great show if it was a tight 12 episodes and they cut out all the fucking annoying bullshit.
Yeah.
But there are some like high peak moments, which I really enjoy.
That's good.
Yeah. Pretty okay. Cool, so that's coming out. Will I watch it in theaters? No. I missed the Chainsaw Man movie. That's what I'm going to watch. I wonder if it's on Crunchyroll. Is it on Crunchyroll yet?
The next thing I'm going to choose here, I'm going to tell you about. It stars an actor who sometimes people think goes to the extremes. It takes place in very, very close to the beginning of AD, and there's basically a carpenter, and he's kind of raising his son, and he's anyway. It's like basically a Christmas movie, I guess, in some way. I suppose.
Is there a movie about Jesus coming out and Jesus has a son or something?
It's basically a Christmas movie. Where, there's a guy named Joseph, and he's a carpenter, and he raises his son. I can keep going because you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it comes out December 9th, Adrian, and it's a horror movie called The Carpenter's Son, starring Nicolas Cage, which you've definitely seen the trailer for.
What?
Because I think we saw it in theaters at the same time. I'm fairly certain.
It's about him. It's about Nicolas Cage's Joseph.
Yeah, he plays Joseph, which it's not very apparent in the actual trailer, but I'm fairly certain that is definitely the case. And Nicolas Cage said something about a young actor he worked with on this film that she is, or is he, I can't remember. One of them, somebody that was one of the best actors he's worked with, which was quite alarming. And it's like a young actor who's playing the devil or something. I was like, whoa. Okay. But this movie, unfortunately, is not reviewed super well. It's supposed to come out on December 9th. Its reviews are 33% tomato meter and I don't know how it's 45% popcorn meter because I don't think it came out yet. And this is just not a wide release. And people saw it in a like smaller screenings. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's come out. I don't think so. It showed up on my list here. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Looking at the trailer right now? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. This is interesting. So yeah, it's essentially supposed to be like Jesus and all that stuff, but it's a horror movie. This seems like a really cool premise.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit. I know it's not that similar, but it kind of reminds me of that Superman movie where like the kid is basically Superman. It's the James Gunn produced film. What was it called? Remember that movie?
Brightburn.
The kid. Yeah, right, Brightburn. Yeah, it's kind of a similar idea in some way, I think, perhaps, but. There's an audience review here that says it was canceled and we did not get to see it. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, is that why it's reviewed badly? Because
this is blasphemy. What was Hollywood thinking about making a horror version of Jesus' life?
That's why. I
wish there was no star option for this trash. That's reviewed. You disrespected my Lord and Savior with this flop of crap. I pray you repent in Jesus' name. This is blasphemous.
That's too bad, because if the reviews for like critics' reviews were higher, then they might have had a chance. But because of the fact that people are review bombing it, which I don't know how Rotten Tomatoes is allowing that. They should not even allow popcorn meter reviews. Like audience reviews shouldn't be allowed until a month after the movie's aired. Like honestly, this is another point. I've tried to review things on Rotten Tomatoes before, and it doesn't even let me do it. So I'm like, how is everyone getting in to review things? I literally can't review a single movie. I've tried many times. Have you? It's very annoying because I try to skew it to a realistic way. And I've tried it, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I just use Letterboxd and don't bother with it. The popcorn meter is such a useless score, and I can't tell you how many times people in my life say, "Oh well, people love it. Oh, this movie is loved. It's 80% on Rotten Tomatoes." And I look at it in the actual movie's like 30%, and it's like the popcorn meter. I'm like, this is meaningless. There's a bunch of people on Reddit or like 4chan or some shit, some worse forum, kind of just positively review something that's their political agenda, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there is some value in the popcorn meter. Not always, but I think there are times where it comes in handy.
There's value in it. I'm saying it's the least valuable part of Rotten Tomatoes. Letterboxd, if you look at Letterboxd scores, is way, way more valuable.
That is fair. Yeah.
Like, why use that score when you can use
Letterboxd?
You know what I mean? Yeah, because Letterboxd is like a social media site where the problem with Rotten Tomatoes is that there's no names attached to the score. There's barely any names attached to the scores.
What are you talking about? Isaac K. What an awful movie.
No, those are audience reviews. You can just review it without putting any, like you can just put a score in without putting a review in. I just find that in general, if you check someone's Letterboxd, people actually check it as a social media. Like, what's this guy think about this movie? And then you can kind of see their entire listing of like 1,000 movies they've watched. And they're like, I don't line up with this person at all. Whereas this is like, it feels more anonymous, in my opinion. Maybe you disagree. I just feel like that's kind of the way. I feel like it's more personal for Letterboxd. Whereas the more anonymous the internet is, the worse it is.
Yeah. I think
anyway.
I think Letterboxd is an interesting platform because a lot of people that use it typically are big fans of movies or like watching movies and like
amazing, yeah.
Like it's a little bit more of I hate saying it, like I don't want to say like it's more of a cinephile platform, but it is like I think it's a more serious platform where people are like, I really love movies and I want to review them and just put my opinions on there as opposed to Rotten Tomatoes.
You just don't like the file in the end, or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really care for the word cinephile. It's like, what
you think it's like
what
pretentious?
Determines a cinephile? Yeah, it's very pretentious. Like I don't think we're cinephiles. We like movies.
Yeah,
like going to the cinema.
Love movies is kind of the root of cinephile.
Yeah, I guess so. Fair enough.
But you're right. Like, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. Like you could talk to someone and they'd be like, I'm a real cinephile. You haven't watched fucking. Insert old ass movie here.
And it's a guy with a twirly mustache and a monocle. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You don't think
fucking Rosebud the movie's good movie? Like, no, actually. I don't think that.
Yeah. It is good. Come on.
It's good for its time. It's good for its time.
No, it's good.
Does it hold off today?
Yes.
No. I don't think so. I was bored.
Bored. Good. All right.
It's good for its time. Are you going to watch this movie?
Are you going to watch The Carpenter's Son?
Probably not. I do want to, though. It does intrigue me, but probably not. I'm going to be honest.
They're probably at home. Yeah. I kind of want to know what you think of it, because you like horror movies, and this is just like a...
And dude, I love Jesus. I'm getting married in the Catholic Church.
I was just going to say you're being forced to get married in the Catholic Church, so maybe afterwards you can watch this to like blow off some steam, you know?
I am being forced. Gunpoint.
Against your will. You poor soul.
No, just kidding.
You poor soul. All right, your choice next.
My next choice is... let's keep it on the topic of horror. Why the heck not? You know what I mean? It's about a big Santa Claus, and he's fucking killing people, man. This is a remake of a remake, I think. and it's Santa Claus, but he's not really Santa Claus. He's just some guy. But when he puts on his Santa suit, he becomes an evil murderer person that loves killing people.
I don't know this one.
And you got to take off his Santa suit to disassociate with his murderous self. It's called Silent Night, Deadly Night. This looks fun.
Oh.
It looks campy. It's well reviewed. But yeah, that's literally the premise. Some dude, he puts on a Santa costume and kills people. And then when he takes it off, he can kind of disassociate and be himself.
Oh, it's like freaking like the the Green Goblin mask, like Willem Dafoe.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Does it talk to him?
I don't think so. The suit didn't talk to him in the trailer, at least.
There's like a blazing, Christmas fire in the fireplace underneath the stockings, and he's like looking at it, and the Santa suit's just hanging there next to the stockings, and then it's just he's sitting there trying to eat his dinner, and it's just the Santa suit's just like speaking to him.
Yeah,
I don't know. That could have been a good scene.
Fucking put me on, bitch. Kill these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's what it says.
You got your bitch ears.
Yeah,
you big cabbage.
You fucking cabbage loving bitch. Put this fucking suit on.
Yeah.
There's no elves that I could tell in the movie.
There's no owls?
Elves.
Oh.
Elves. I did say elves weird. I will admit. I'm not gonna deny that blunder.
I'm like, maybe owls. I don't know.
There might be owls, actually.
I don't know. Maybe you're saying there's no owls. I don't know. It's not Harry Potter. I'm not sure why you would mention that. Or like the Owls of Ghoul.
That book series? Did they make a movie out of that?
Isn't that a Zack Snyder movie? The Legend of the Owls?
I don't know.
Legends of
There was
Ghoul,
that Owls movie, Artemis Fowls.
Artemis Fowl is not an owl movie at all. There's no owls in that.
What?
Artemis Fowl?
Yeah, Artemis Fowl.
It's about a genius billionaire?
Oh.
They were talking about?
I don't know. I didn't watch the movie.
I read that. I read that book series. It was quite good.
All 12 books?
It looks like they
all
butchered
12 books?
No, I read 3 of them.
I don't know.
It looks like they butchered the actual movie, though.
I don't know about that, because it's an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 19% audience score. So I don't know for sure.
It's butchered. We're not sure. We said below 10%, we pretty much know. Isn't that the rule? If it's above 90%, we know it's going to be good. If it's below 10%, we know it's going to be bad. And everything else is a good guideline for maybe what we might like, but we're not sure. That's the rule for Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
For us.
I think there's 5 books, but I could be wrong.
Okay, not 10 of them, or whatever you said. Okay, is it my turn?
Actually, 8 books.
Okay, this film is a Netflix film, Adrian, that comes out on December 11th, and it's a sequel to a film in which man versus something else. In this case, he versus bees. Man versus Bee is the name of it. This movie stars a little-known actor.
Baby.
Yeah, you got it.
Right? It's Man versus Baby.
It stars Rowan Atkinson of Mr. Bean fame and various other things, like Rat Race.
So wait, there was a.
Are
you being for real? Like this is a sequel, and he was fighting bees in the previous one, and now he's fighting a baby.
Yeah. No, not bees. Bee.
Just a singular
I saw
bee.
It. Is this? Wait, this is a series. I'm sorry. Isn't this a series? The first one was a series.
Man versus Food. I know about Man versus Food.
Man versus Baby. Man versus Bee was a. Yeah, sorry. Man versus Baby is a series. I'm sorry. I said it was a movie, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Man versus Bee we watched. It wasn't that good. It was okay, though, because I like Rowan Atkinson. Because Rowan Atkinson's great. That's why it's good. Do you like Rowan Atkinson?
Yeah. I like him enough. I liked Mr. Bean when I was a child.
Okay, cool.
I'm not like a Rowan Atkinson fan. Like I wouldn't...
I was a fan of him in Rat Race. I thought he was really good. I think he's the best part of Rat Race.
I love Rat Race.
Isn't that crazy? That movie's I feel like it was like a phenomenon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we just coincidentally both watched it. I just felt like I saw it many times, and it's just it's a crazy
Me too.
movie.
My parents loved that movie.
You know what? I bet I'm going to look it up on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's going to be like a 30%. Ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
It's going to be like Jack Frost. Oh, 44%.
That's not bad.
No, but people
audience score 64.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
It was fun, man. I like this.
Time.
There's like that scene where when they're like driving and like his daughter has to go to the bathroom, so he just tells her to like stick her butt out the window, and then she shits
how
out
does
of
that
the
make
car
sense?
and it hits the cop car.
Right. That's pretty dumb. Pretty
It's
dumb.
funny, dude. It's good. That's comedy. That's comedy right there, man.
That's good. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Pace yourself. Pasta is good, Adrian. Pasta is good.
Pasta.
Okay. It's time now for you to give me your pick. Let's speed this along. It's getting long.
Okay, I'll do one more. Dust Bunny. It's the name of the movie. It's Mads Mikkelsen. The little girl goes to him, and she's like, "Hey, do you kill monsters?" And he's like, "I don't fucking know. I kill people, man. You want me to kill a monster for you?" And she's like, "Yeah, because a monster took my parents or killed my parents."
Oh,
we
I
talked
did see
about the
this
trailer
trailer
a while ago.
Yeah.
Looks good. It's well rated as well. I spoiled it. I didn't mean to. I was just reading it. And my mouse just started.
It's all good. Yeah. It's all good. The next thing is a Kurt Sutter created series. It stars two pretty great actors in it. It's a Western. It stars an actor from Game of Thrones, big character from Game of Thrones, in the actor Lena Headey, and it also stars Gillian Anderson, who's also great.
I saw this. I know what you're talking about. I don't have it on the list, though.
It comes out on December 4th. It comes out to Netflix on December 4th. It's a film. It's called... No, sorry, it's not a film. It's a series. I keep doing that. It's a series, and it's called The Abandons, Adrian.
What?
Looks pretty interesting. Gillian Anderson and Lena Headey are going head-to-head. Heady to heady, you know? And they're
That's
just...
dude,
they're
oh
facing
my God.
off.
You're so friggin' punny this episode. It's crazy. It's so good.
You're sarcasting it up
so
here. Anyway,
good,
but anyway, yeah, they go head to head, and it's in the Old West, and they look mad. They look mad at each other. But yeah, and Lena Headey's got like a very very Irish accent. She's got like this little like it seems like a misfit family that they live together, and then Gillian Anderson's like the law person.
The law.
She's like, "Oh, you have to leave this property."
She's like,
And
"I'm
then
the
Lena Headey's
fucking
like,
law, bitch."
I can't leave this property. I that was not even Irish. Anyway, but you get it. No. I can do an Irish accent, I feel like, better than a Scottish one, and yet the Scottish one just comes out first. I need to practice it momentarily, but I'm not going to do that here. So anyway, it looks good. It looks kind of cool. It looks like it could be a good time. Next one, you got any more? That's it? You're done?
This one I brought up last week, or last episode, but I'm going to bring it up again because now it's coming out to Netflix. It's a sequel to a sequel, but it's an anthology sequel.
Yep.
There's cutlery involved. They don't leave the cutlery in the drawer. They pull the They
don't leave the cutlery in the drawer. They pull the dishwasher open?
No, out of the cutlery drawer. They're taking it out of the cutlery drawer. They don't leave it in the cutlery drawer. They pull the...
Can you start it with a different hint? Because this one's not good.
So I have cutlery in my drawer. And I'm going to take out a specific thing from that drawer. So there's cutlery in the drawer. I'm not leaving it in. I'm pulling the...
You're doing the same hint again. This is not a different hint. It's a movie about cutlery. Was it an IKEA movie?
Oh my God, dude. What kind of cutlery is in a drawer typically?
Forks and knives?
Cutleries. Mm-hmm.
Forks, knives, spoons.
Okay. Second word that you listed. I'm not leaving it in the drawer. I'm pulling out.
Knives out.
Pulling.
Knives
God
out.
damn it. You messed it up.
Knives out.
You made me mess it up.
Dead man's, what is it called? Dead man.
Wake up, dead man.
Wake up, dead man. Yeah.
Like a dead man.
Right. Yeah, it comes out to Netflix. Oh, that's exciting too.
December
Oh my God, I got so much to watch on Netflix. This is going to be I'm going to only be watching Netflix for weeks. It's going to be good.
That's so good.
I'm gonna get some use out of it. That's good. You excited for Wake Up, Dead Man? Huh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I'll wake up for it.
Oh, that's not quite as good as my puns, but
I know, dude. I know. You've been leading the charge with these puns, man.
I'll wake up for it. Anyway, okay, I got another one here. It's a show. It's a spin-off, and my goodness, it doesn't look that good in my opinion. It's coming out to Stars on December 5th. It follows a character named Asher from a series before that was very popular. That takes place in ancient Rome. It looks like it's very gladiator combat focused.
Oh, Spartacus,
and, Adrian
the new
used to watch
Spartacus?
Yes, Spartacus House of Asher. Maybe you will think better of the trailer. I wasn't that hyped about it, but I also didn't watch Spartacus and you did. So maybe you have a better perspective on what this show will be, but it follows the side character or some whatever character in that show, Asher.
Oh.
So anyway,
This
he looks
fucking
a
guy.
bit obnoxious as a character.
Oh,
But
he's
anyway.
very obnoxious.
But yeah, anyway. So yeah, you tell me if you think. I don't know if you're going to watch that or not, but
I don't have
might
stars.
be on
I'm
Crave
not going to
here?
get stars for it.
Well, Stars will be on Crave.
But you have to have the plus subscription, right?
Yeah. You would have
get
to
add-on.
upgrade, right? Can you upgrade with that plan from Bell, or no?
No, you got to pay the full amount. I'm not going to do that.
That's bull
So-
crap. All right, that's bullshit. Well, fine. That's the other one, and I got one more here. I'm curious if you'll guess it because I feel like this has been advertised in various places. This is a movie in which a mom gets pretty fed up. There is a crazy cast here. The cast is like stacked from my perspective. Actually, one of the actors recently, somebody told me I look like this person, and I just could not agree. You know what's funny? I find that people think I look like people all the time, but it's always someone different. Do you have that experience in your life, or that happens to me
No.
constantly? Like someone like, you know who you look like, and then I'm like, I have no idea because whatever you're gonna say is a different person, and it always is. And this individual is Dennis Leary. I'm like, what? I was like very confused. I'm like,
Dennis
really?
Leary.
One time, somebody told me that I look like the dude from Mighty Ducks. Martin Sheen's son. What's his name? Emilio Estevez. But then I took off my mask because it was COVID. And I took off my mask, and they're like, actually, no, you don't. It's just your top face. I'm like, okay. Anyway, Dennis Leary's in this film.
I can see you aging into a Dennis Leary type.
Okay, cool. But
I can see
anyways,
you aging into that.
again, you can see all of them, I'm sure, because I've gotten, again, it's never been the same one twice, which is kind of cool, I guess. But anyway, this cast is stacked. It stars Michelle Pfeiffer, Felicity Jones, Chloe Grace Moretz, Jason Schwartzman, which is pretty cool. It stars who did I miss? Michelle Pfeiffer is probably the most significant actor here, and she's playing the mom who's fed up. Eva Longoria is in it as well as a pretty important character in the plot. Michael Showalter is the director. It's a Christmas movie, and it's on Amazon. And you have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to tell you what it is.
No.
And it's oh what fun with periods in between. And it's a Christmas movie. Maybe it will become a Christmas classic. Who's to know? Who's to say?
Christmas
I'm looking it up right now to
classic.
see
Oh,
if
it's
it
a
is
comedy
actually
movie.
already reviewed. But that comes out, Adrian, on December 3rd. And I saved the best for last because the next episode of our show actually is before Christmas. So never mind. I was going to say it was after Christmas, but it's not. So
That's
that's
a Christmas episode. Is the next episode the Christmas episode?
Yeah, the next episode is the Christmas episode. Maybe we should call it that. We won't remember that in 2 weeks, but it is what
No,
it is.
I fucking don't remember shit ever. Literally never.
Oh boy. Well,
So-
please remember your wedding is on December the 7th, okay? Because if you'll miss
the
that,
6th, you son of a gun. You're trying to
I know.
fool me. You're trying to
Yeah, I know.
fool me, you son of a gun. You know what movie I thought you were going to say?
no.
Because this movie is coming out. Because you're like, oh, someone told me I look like this person. There's a movie called Ella McKay coming out on December 12th.
Okay.
And it has a pretty stacked cast as well. It has
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Ayo Edebiri, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
But I was like, like when you said like, oh, someone told me I kind of look like this. I'm like, yeah, you kind of do look like Emma Mackey. You got some similar facial structure.
You?
You.
Oh, somebody told you that about me?
No, because you said someone told you you look like an actor. And I was like, oh. And then I immediately thought, oh yeah, that Ella McKay movie's coming out. Yeah, you
Okay.
do look like Emma Mackey, kind of. And then you
Me?
told me a different movie. Yeah, you.
I don't understand. Why did you connect that, though? I don't understand that. Can you explain that?
Well, okay, how can I explain this simply? Okay. Someone said You said that this movie's coming out.
Someone? Why do you keep saying
Okay.
this is the second time you started with
wait,
someone?
wait,
That's
wait,
why it's
wait.
confusing.
Okay.
Who's someone? I am the only one talking here. Is there someone in the background in your head? There's no one. I'm seeing you on camera. There's no one else around. So do you have like an invisible friend?
No, okay. You said that someone said you look like an actor in this movie that's coming out. That's what you said just now.
They didn't say it's the movie that's coming out, but I was just referencing that the actors in this movie by that. They didn't specifically. This was a year ago. They told me I look like Dennis Leary. Yeah.
Okay. And then I was sitting there being like, oh, yeah, you do kind of look like Emma Mackey. This is probably the movie you're going to talk about.
I feel like I look nothing like Emma Mackey, though.
Well, hey, I think you do.
Okay. Like my nose is fundamentally different.
No.
Don't you think so?
I can't see anything. I got face blindness.
That explains it. But that's cool, though, that if you think that I look like Emma Mackey, again, you're solidifying the point I'm making that no one thinks I look like the same person twice. That was a random stranger, by the way, that took it upon herself to say in a random store, a retail store, she's just like, you know who you look like? She was like very adamant. You look like Dennis Leary. I'm like, do I? Sure.
And then you killed her.
I just met you now.
Woman.
What?
You killed that woman for saying such
I didn't.
a thing.
I didn't kill her, and also you weren't there. So how would you know?
I was
because you didn't know the story until I just told it just now.
No.
Okay. It's like that's like a nervous, like I got caught in a lie for some reason situation. But I was like, obviously you weren't there. You're like, no. It's like it reminded me of like the Walter White, like you got me, you know, that moment in that dark room with Hank.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I remember that scene actually.
That is a good scene.
That is a great scene, dude. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that is crazy. He's like, oh, what could it mean? WW, Walter White. It's like it's very good. And then later on, that basically comes back to bite him. That's something Vince Gilligan does really well, quite well. Like he introduces something. It was like he does a lot. I feel like in that show, like in Breaking Bad, you just introduce something and you're like, oh, here's this thing. And then they won't use it on that episode, and they'll come back like way later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool, man. All right, well, that's it. That's the end of our regular scheduled programming. Anything else you want to say to the audience before we wrap this guy up?
No, I don't care about anyone except for you, Simon. I care about you. And
presumably the person you're about to marry, I assume.
Yeah, it's true. I very much care about it. I care about a lot of people.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why I'm lying.
I know you're just a liar.
You want to know something cool that I did?
What?
On Friday. This past Friday, Simon. I met someone with my group of friends. My group of friends met someone in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And that someone was Tom Schwartz of Vanderpump Rules. He had like a meet and greet thing at a bar in Kitchener. And we went there, Canadian Brew House, and we like spent the night there. We like had drinks and ate food and got to meet him and take some pictures and everything. We invited him to the wedding. He can't make it, unfortunately.
Did you actually invite him to the wedding?
We did, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And then he gave us a cardboard cutout of his face that he signed. So
are you particularly like a starstruck individual? Like you just because
I feel like if I was starstruck, I wouldn't have asked. If I was starstruck, I'd be like, but I was like, oh, dude, nice to meet you.
That's not what I mean. Like you follow this man to Kitchener to go meet him. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was close by. He actually followed me to Kitchener.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he heard of you before.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a main cast member on season 3 of The Valley, which makes me very excited.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, it was cool, and we have a big cutout of his face, and it's signed that we might bring to the wedding.
I apparently met some kind of Canadian celebrity yesterday, but I had no idea who they were.
Who?
I sold them a PlayStation 5 Pro, and I don't know who it is. I don't even know the name. But one of the Best Buy people was like really enthusiastic that they were there, and they took a photo with him. That's how much they cared about him. And then after, I was like, who is that? And then they said that they're in a show called The Next Step. I'm like, I've never watched that show or even heard of it. It's a Canadian, like, it's apparently ran for 10 seasons though. They were very nice people, though. I don't have any connection with their body of work, but
was it Trevor nice. Torchman?
That's who I think it is, because when I looked it up, that seems to be the person who would have to have been, but I don't know for sure. And I felt bad not knowing who it was, but I spent a long time with them, like 30 minutes, talking about the pros and cons of the PS5 units. And I ended up selling them the Pro, and they weren't even going to get the Pro initially. They were just so it was kind of, so that's why it took so long.
He's in the Disney Zombies franchise as well. Is it?
Yeah, guy? I know. I think it's him, but I'm not 100% sure.
I watched videos about the Disney zombie movies, but I never watched those movies. It's absurd.
Oh, really? Yeah. You know what? Speaking of videos about a movie that's not the movie, the sketches are like the small segments on Last Week Tonight about the Air Bud movies are hilarious. It's worth watching for anyone out there who's interested. I don't know if you ever watched the Air Bud movies, but they're you've never watched Air Bud at all?
Maybe.
As a kid?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, so that's not worth it then.
I watched Homeward Bound.
If you had watched the Air Bud, those segments are like only online segments. They're just on YouTube, and they're just so ridiculous because there's like it's basically if you add them up, it's like an hour of content about the Air Bud movies. It just makes no sense. It's crazy, but it's entertaining.
Sometimes I like that though. Sometimes I just want someone to tell me about a franchise.
You might like it. John Oliver is a pretty funny dude. Then he's got a team of pretty smart writing, like smart writers. So it's worth it. But anyway, yes, let's end this, Adrian. Unless you're ready to talk about something else, somebody else you met randomly.
No. Season 4 of The Hacks is about like late night TV, so I feel like you might like it.
Possibly. Hacks is supposed to be brilliant, so maybe one day I'll watch it when I have HBO because the Crave is canceled. Bye, Crave. Anyway,
bye, Crave.
Thank you for listening, audience, to episode 124 of Split Focus, a film and TV podcast. My name is Simon Eady, and it has been a pleasure to host you alongside... What are you doing to your face?
I'm massaging it. I've been having like a headache, and I got indigestion.
Okay.
So I'm massaging my face.
Alongside my headache-filled co-host, Adrian
I thought you were going to
Finter.
say cunt. I literally thought you were going to say headache-filled cunt. I was like, oh my God.
No, that would be out of place.
That would have been shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't have one of those either. So anyway, please join us on December 16th for episode 125. Good evening to you and good luck. Is this the time?
Take care, guys.
I'm going to drink a swig of water right before we exit. That's a dumb choice.
Dude, I'm parched. I feel dehydrated.
You know what? You're a big cabbage. All right, goodbye, audience.
That's
goodbye.
Fucked up, actually. How dare you? I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you.